responding to a domestic incident at the Glen Lake Apartments. Sergeant Giovanni Gomez says police are able to get the suspect, 33-year-old Dennis Carter, to surrender after barricading himself inside his apartment.
Shortly after, our negotiators were able to establish contact over the phone with Mr. Carter and convince him to come out unarmed and peacefully.
Police say Carter assaulted the mother of his child. Nearby apartments had to be evacuated for a while after police thought they heard gunshots. The Georgia DOT asked for public input as they look to build 2 dedicated truck lanes on I-75 North between Macon and McDonough, but it's going to take some time.
Late 2027, maybe early 2028, we will potentially see some activity. This would be a 4 to 6 year projection to actually get it built for this 40-mile corridor.
GDOT's Kyle Collins says the project has a $2.7 billion price tag, but relatively little taxpayer dollars are involved. This just in, the Senate confirms Kevin Warsh to be the next Federal Reserve Chair. He's confirmed today in a mostly party-line vote. It is 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Chip Canales.
That's right. Still dealing with a lot of volume delays over on the west side perimeter in the Fulton County right now. You got delays stretched all the way back to South Cobb Drive, I-285 southbound, starting around I-20. Once you get past I-20, it's smooth sailing from there. Elsewhere over in downtown, you got volume 75-85 northbound, just starting right after Langford Parkway, getting past I-20. Still dealing with the brake lights once you get over to North Avenue. From the TrustL.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy skies today, high 81. Increasing cloud cover for tonight with a few isolated rain showers possible. Lows dropping down to the mid-50s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, breezy, high 76. Temperatures climbing on Friday to the upper 70s to low 80s.
Right now, it's 80 in Austell, 79 in College Park, and 79 in Lilburn. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 1 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I'm your host, Eric Von Hessler. Not alone, of course, on this beautiful Atlanta day. Tim Andrews is here. Autumn Fisher is here. George Clark is here. And look at that. Little Jared Yamamoto is here.
Atlanta Day.
Atlanta. Atlanta. Hello, Atlanta. Hey, we have good news right off the bat. I think it's good news. It's most likely going to be good news.
Don't keep me on pins and needles.
Pins and needles? Needles and pins?
Needles and pins.
So it looks like there's an asteroid, and it's coming right at us.
Okay. I'm
but
listening.
It's going to miss us.
Oh.
Maybe next time.
It really would have been. It's like 50 to 100 feet wide, they think. I don't know what kind of damage that would do, but it would do some if it fell on your house.
It wouldn't be ideal.
Sure.
Yeah.
It fell on your head.
Yeah, it fell on your head. You wouldn't want that.
No.
You ruined that nice hat you just purchased.
Oh, my new hat.
You're peacocking around, and all of a sudden an asteroid falls right on your head.
I got to buy a new hat now.
So apparently it's going to miss us by 56,000 miles, which is a lot closer than the moon. And now here's the part. So first of all, I think it's like Monday or something that's going to happen. There's some kind of online telescope that you can start looking at it on Monday. It was like Monday around 5 p.m. or something. So we'll either make it to the end of Monday's show or we won't. We'll be on the air. We could possibly be on the air on the last day. So it's going to miss us by 56,000 miles, they say. Right, George Clark? Would they tell us? Look, if it was otherwise, would they tell us? Would you, if you were in charge of government, would you let people know that it's going to hit us?
That's a
if
great
it was coming
question.
on Monday, if I knew. Now, obviously, they'd tell the president he'd probably cancel his China visit. So,
well, you got any place to hide here, she? Maybe the billionaires know that's why they have these bunkers.
I know. They got the asteroid bunkers.
Seriously. 5:45, by the way, is
5:45. So here's the thing. The scary part about it is I think they spotted it about a month ago or something.
Oh, nice.
Oh, man. You just don't know.
They were waiting for the printer ticket request because it was out of ink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they were waiting for that to, be completed, and then they were able to print out a memo to everybody. But
the
that
fax,
takes time.
Fax machine was down for a couple of days.
Exactly.
Could they launch a nuke at it?
At the last second, I don't know.
I mean,
Well,
you have
why
a couple
not?
days.
Do you have
Better late than never.
It's a moving object.
Well, they know how to track all that stuff.
Oh, and where do you hit it? Though, I mean, you can't hit it.
It depends
do our
which way
nukes-
you want it to go.
No, I'm saying, we're not going to have the kind of time to do a sort of like fly around and push it away. You're
Use
not gonna have
Claude.
that- You could use Claude
Yeah,
to
let's
figure it
ask
out.
Claude. Hold on.
Ask Claude if we could.
I'll ask
make
Grok.
it. Here's my problem.
I don't know.
I don't think we don't have our nukes don't go into outer space.
Well, they'd have to retrofit.
They have to
they'd
wait.
put one
Doesn't
on a
have
rocket.
to be a nuke. It's in
on.
space.
Yeah, but we don't have weapons that
just
can
to
fire.
nudge it, though.
We don't have.
Yeah, just to nudge it.
No, that's when you got a year. You nudge it. You
A
don't
nudge nuke.
You can't nudge it when you got 4 days or you find
not?
out. I'm telling you, it can't be done. It takes time. The nudging takes time. As a matter of fact, I think what you have to do is you have to fly something around it in a particular orbit, and that orbit nudges it. You don't actually
Okay, I have an
hit
idea.
it to nudge it.
By the
Okay.
way, guys, we have the Outer Space Treaty of 1967, where we cannot place any nuclear weapons or fire nuclear weapons into space. That's
Well, there you
signed
go.
by USA, Russia, and
Right.
most space nations.
Hey, it's not a suicide pact.
Yeah, my idea has nothing to do with nukes. What you do
Okay.
is you shoot a rocket up there, and the rocket has a hold on.
Okay.
Shoot a rocket. Okay.
You got to shoot a spaceship rocket though. You got to shoot like the one that took the people to the moon. And if you
Why?
want to get into outer space.
Why can't you just shoot something that? Okay, so listen, you shoot a rocket up there. It's unmanned,
Yeah.
but it has a rocket on the rocket,
Okay.
and you hit the rocket lands, like crashes into maybe even onto the asteroid,
Yeah.
and then that second rocket explodes and creates enough of like a force
Yeah.
to push it off, and maybe it like swings around Earth and whips it into the sun.
And all of that can be done in like 3 weeks, you're saying.
Why
You're going to
not?
get it all set up.
Do the
and,
math. Aren't there people with math?
do the math. We don't. It's 56,000 miles away. We don't have a missile that's going to fly 56,000
No,
miles
but you
away.
wait till it gets real close.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, now you're playing it.
Until you can eyeball it.
Now, you
know?
what I would say? I would say, Mr. President, he'll say, well, when do we know when it's close enough?
Mm-hmm.
And I would say, looting and rioting in the streets. That's when you know it's close enough. When people have when people are running for the hills, because I think it would basically kind of have to come at the very top of the atmosphere before we'd be able to throw anything at it that could hit it.
How far out can a rocket go? What if we could calculate it where we could meet it like 2 weeks before it gets here?
Yeah.
Right, but what if we find it 3 weeks before it gets there?
No, but we already know it's there.
No,
So we
no,
know
this
what it's doing.
But we didn't know. Somebody look up how long ago we found
Yeah.
out about this.
Well, we know how many days away is it?
Monday at 5.
Monday
All
at
right, well,
5:45.
people need to get on it. Let's go. It's
Yeah.
Wednesday evening.
Well, it's gonna miss it.
late
That-
afternoon.
Look, the propaganda is it's going to miss us. So it's 56,000
But you know
miles.
what? This is a great chance then. If it's going to miss us, let's go ahead and try it out.
Do you
and
remember-
think if we can nudge
Do
it.
you
We'll
remember?
nudge it in.
Do you remember how?
Whoops.
Yeah. Oops.
My bad. Someone said my bad. Sorry.
Can we
that one.
aim it to the Strait of Hormuz?
Found out about this on May 10th, so just a couple days ago.
Oh, just a couple
3 days
days.
ago.
There you go.
That's the scary part. for
That's
me.
really
outside
scary.
of everything. Like, what if we found out about it on May 10th and it was absolutely huge and it was coming right at us?
Well, you know, though, I assume that we've known about it forever, but we weren't sure of its trajectory
No,
until
I
the
don't
10th.
think that's true. I don't think that's
Oh,
true.
yeah, look, man.
Some of these things have orbits that just we don't see until
Right.
they cross our orbit. And it's 50 to 100 feet wide, so it's very difficult to
It's
detect until it gets close. I guess if it was larger and it was a doomsday kind of thing.
Yeah, the 50
We
to
would
100
see
is
it.
not going to.
The problem is when there's a part of the sun, when the sun, if it comes from where the sun is at any given time, we can't see it. If
Sun's
it comes,
too bright.
If it comes from behind the sun, we
Why
can't
don't they wear
see
sunglasses when they're looking for these things?
it. You know what? You should work at NASA. These
I
ideas.
got solutions.
These are.
Or we just dim the sun, right, Trump? We'll just dim
Just
the
go
sun.
at night.
we could dim it. I have an idea. No, if this were to come into the atmosphere, it would explode like a nuclear bomb just above the landline, so it would explode midair after it comes through the atmosphere. And it would
Like
be
a nuke. So it'd be
like a nuke.
A nuke went off somewhere in the world.
Like in 1908, this happened in Tungsuka,
and
Russia.
they took out like that
All
whole
the trees,
forest
yeah.
in Siberia.
Yeah.
And we're lucky there's Siberia. We're also lucky that, well, this wouldn't be all that lucky. What if it hit the oceans? Would it create a tidal wave?
Probably.
I imagine, yes.
Well,
But
it
it would
wouldn't hit.
explode.
It would explode, but that still could
But
cause.
if it hit over an urban area, it would be like Goodbye City.
Yeah,
If it was in the ocean and we've set off nukes in the ocean,
yeah. Well, I mean, it's not going to happen in the ocean. It's going to happen above the ocean.
well,
Strange.
that's even better.
Autumn Fisher doesn't care about the fish.
No,
Well, I'm not worried about this one if it hits.
it's
us.
ironic.
It is ironic.
Alanis, that is truly ironic.
Hi, it's like a nuke exploding. You don't even care about
You're
fish.
graduating,
Sure.
and the bomb goes off.
It's like your name has fish in it, and you don't care about
You
fish.
don't even care about fish.
You're watching Contact, and the thing goes off. Weren't there two asteroid movies that came out at the same time?
Yeah, one had Bruce Willis, and the other one had somebody else. I didn't see
Taya
either of
Leone.
them. Aerosmith. I had a little crush on Taya Leone for a while.
You did.
Wanna close my eyes.
Which one was that? Was that the Bruce Willis
That's
one?
the
Yeah,
That
that's
was
the
the-
Bruce Willis one.
That was the bigger one,
Armageddon,
right?
right?
Was
Armageddon.
Morgan Freeman president in both of them?
Probably. Well, I'm in both.
I didn't know there was another one that came
There
out.
was.
That's the same
I forget
time.
the name of it. Impact or something.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe.
And Taya Leone was the scientist, or whatever. And she and her father stand there while the tidal wave dumps on them.
I never saw either of them. I never dumps on them.
So they're just
Doesn't it
standing there
sweep
watching
you
it.
out?
Yeah. Well, they're standing. They're standing at the shore.
Yeah.
The thing hits, and they just stand there and wait for the
They're like,
giant
we've made
wave.
peace with it.
Yeah, we're just gonna die a horrible death under 100 feet of water.
Well, what are you gonna do?
Run to the hills?
And then die there a little bit later?
Not yet.
Get high enough.
Go ahead, get it out of the
Climb.
way. What do you
Climb.
climb Mount
I think
Everest?
Is it Toby Maguire or the other one?
Let's see.
The other
Probably
one.
Oh no, it's
Toby Maguire or the other one?
Yeah, I'm not sure who the other one
played
is, but probably the other
Who
one.
played Frodo in the
Oh,
movie? My
yeah.
Old
Elijah
Age?
Wood, right?
Yeah, Elijah
Elijah
Wood. Yeah,
Wood.
Elijah Wood on his motorcycle. They make it to the top of the hill
Uh-huh.
with Lily Sobieski.
Oh,
They
wow.
survived.
You really know these movies.
I've seen this
Man.
one. Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, I do remember
Wait,
Deep
wait.
Impact. though, yeah.
Deep Impact. Was
yeah.
that it?
Yeah, that's it.
Which one has Morgan Freeman as the president?
Well, I think I'm in both of them.
He's definitely in Deep Impact. I see him on the jacket
Okay.
here.
All right. Well, he's probably not in the other one.
This one's a collector.
Which one was better? I didn't see.
I forget what movie that is. I just love that. This
I've
one's
never
a
seen
collector.
that one either.
That's the Deadly Sins one.
Yeah, Harry
Yeah.
Connick Jr. is the killer.
No.
No, it's
It's,
canceled guy.
Seven.
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah. The other one where
Was
Harry.
in the box.
This one's canceled. He was inappropriate with young actors.
I've. Are you going to narrate? Yeah. Morgan Freeman narrates why. What's his face? I can't even remember
Kevin
his name.
Spacey.
Kevin Spacey.
Don't
isn't in the
bother
movie.
with Pay It Forward. It's awful. You've never seen more sanctimonious and sappy crap ever put to celluloid.
He probably does hate that for real.
Was he in
Morgan
it?
Freeman's a kind of cool
No, he's
dude.
not
He
in
owns
it.
like
Oh,
a
no.
jazz club or something.
Yeah.
I was on the electric company.
You're not allowed to like Morgan Freeman, Autumn
How
Fisher. So I believe
Because he hates fish, and I need to love fish too.
Yes, I believe that he was. It's something about him dating
I
his.
made out with my step granddaughter.
It was
Oh,
something.
right.
Some kind of. Well, I don't think it was granddaughter. Was it? I don't think it was.
It's an allegation, right?
No,
Did it
no,
actually-
no. He showed up on red carpets for a little while. It was like his.
Step granddaughter.
Was it?
That's right.
Well, there you go. There's no
Woo-hoo-hoo.
blood. It's kind of that Brady Bunch thing. We're not really related. Let's meet in the bathroom.
Yeah, but that means how old was she? He's like 76 and
Yes,
she's like
that's
24.
why I'm bringing you up, because you're not allowed to like people who do that.
Oh, no.
Are they still together, or did she age out?
She has passed away.
Oh no! I
How do you
remember.
feel now?
I remember. You're saying it now. I remember that happened.
Oh, she was murdered.
Wow!
What?
By her boyfriend.
Well,
Dang.
my
this
goodness.
is-
Well,
this is a
okay. That
twisted
got dark.
tale.
That got dark. I feel. You know what? All forgiven. All forgiven.
if-
As long
Let's
as I
talk
can
about
serve.
let's
was
talk
better
about
off
Easy Reader. I got a green denim jacket. We'll talk about words for little kids.
I used to love Electric Company.
So did I.
Because it was
Daughter.
Yeah, granddaughter.
Granddaughter.
And was the other one was Rita Moreno in that? Was it Rita
It
Moreno?
was she and Rita Moreno, yeah.
Yeah.
Or he and Rita Moreno.
And they had
say
their
the word
faces.
silhouettes.
Yes.
Puh. Oop.
Poop. I think there had to be more than one.
Well, there was a lot of words. Usually they
Syllable.
rhymed.
But yeah, when I was a kid, I at some point I thought Sesame Street just wasn't cool anymore.
Right.
Electric Company was cool.
And then Spider-Man.
Appropriate. Inappropriate.
Not blood. Not blood.
All right. Well, hey, look, we dodged a bullet, I guess. Or they say we're going to dodge a bullet. I don't know if George Clark believes that because,
It's more fake stuff to make us believe in space, really.
make us believe in space. What do you think is out there? Paper? It's all paper.
It's metallic blank paper with pinholes.
Yeah, the whole thing.
Smart.
The whole thing. I couldn't sleep last night. I'm trying to be a good boy, and I'm trying to get, go to bed at a regular, get into bed
What
at like
time?
10:30, and because I wake up at 7:30. And
What time are you trying to go to sleep by?
I get in at 10:30. I'd like to be asleep by 11:30.
Oh.
I watch. Well, I need time. It's just the
I
way
would
that
do
it
that.
is. But I'm, my youngest Ian. He kind of made a joke a few weeks ago when he was over because I mentioned that I was taking the melatonin, and he's like, "Well, placebos are good sometimes."
Oh.
Just said it like offhandedly, and I'm like, "What? Do you think it's a?" And I took 3 of those babies last night, and I was staring at the ceiling. And I mean, it was just one of those things. It was a weird night. Usually when you can't sleep, there's something on your mind. There's something bothering you. You're kind of tossing and turning. This was nothing of the kind.
Maybe
I was
some
just like,
unresolved childhood trauma.
yeah, all of that. But I
what?
mean, that would have been subconscious if it was happening. I mean, I was just like, no, I'm just wide awake, and it's 2:30 in the morning.
I've had that too. Like sometimes you can push past on accident.
Yeah.
Like you can miss the window of the melatonin working.
That's what I did do that. I pushed through the window. I was close.
Yeah.
I was right there. And you know what? I really didn't have to relieve myself, but I decided to be kind of to get ahead of it. I was like, it's not. But if I fall back asleep now in a half an hour, I'm going to wake up or something. So
Yeah.
let's take care of this now, and just woke myself up.
That happens.
Had you taken
But
melatonin?
I ended up. What? Go ahead.
Had you taken melatonin recently? Because
Yeah,
you're not supposed to take it within a week of each other. Like I know
What?
that.
Yes, you can.
You can take it every
can,
day.
You can, but here's the
I know
deal.
a lot
like,
of people in media, especially in morning show land,
Yeah.
take it every night.
So like what my experience with melatonin is that if you wait a week or longer, it's way more effective when you take it. If I take it
Right.
on multiple days,
Well, how the hell
second
am I
and
going to
thir-
know which day I need it?
I'm saying like you should prioritize.
Boy, I tell you what, when okay,
Prioritize.
All right,
If
I'm
you-
going to be up for a week if this doesn't work.
If you know that your Tuesday is going to be longer than your Wednesday, then make sure you do it on
But
Tuesday.
that's what I'm
instead.
saying is I've been getting because I had the vertigo and stuff. I'm like, man, I'm getting older. I got to get a lot of sleep. I got to do this right, and I've been doing that for a few days. So there was that's what I'm saying is it wasn't like, oh, I'm punch drunk or it wasn't anything. I was just like, yeah, okay, it's 10:30. I'm going to be a good boy. I didn't want to go to bed. I'm
Did
going
you
to be a
read?
good boy.
Sometimes reading puts me right to bed.
You know what I think
It's so boring and stupid.
yeah,
It's
reading
not
is so
good to read
dumb.
in bed. It's not good to
No,
read
it
in bed
excites
because
you.
then you associate reading with falling asleep, and then you can't ever read.
Oh.
Because your brain starts training
Yeah, it
stuff.
doesn't
Oh, this is
excite
what
me.
I do until I
Yeah,
fall
but it's
asleep.
relaxing.
I tend to
So is
reading wakes me up.
exercise. Yeah.
That's what I'm going to have to do. I'm going to have to exhaust myself if
You
I
should
want
be
this.
exercising. It does make you tired.
Absolutely, I totally agree on
It
that.
makes you be able to sleep because you're tired.
If you work out just a little bit before bed, take a nice shower, you'll feel good.
Or half a Xanax.
And
That tends to
half a
work.
Xanax, a glass of red wine.
Yeah, those work very well.
Well, I believe
Knock
that I
right out.
have
Maybe
I have a couple of large square gummies from Pennsylvania coming my way, and it says on there the word sleep is on there. So I don't know. It's
Nice
just
sativa.
melatonin. They're pretending it's full of
Yeah.
drugs. It's like,
no CBD or terpenes. It's just
it's
sativa,
just-
and you'll shake all night.
That's right. Yeah. I'm more of an indica man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the couch.
I'm into couch.
I don't think I like it.
Indica or
Anything getting high. Like I try.
Well, first of all, if you don't like it, you shouldn't be trying to like it. If you
Well,
don't
I
like
kind
it,
of
you
want
don't.
to. I'm trying to. If I drinking,
Yeah.
it can mess up the.
Yeah.
Your stomach,
Yeah.
whatever. Just trying to.
The problem with the
Do
gummy
something
is
else.
you kind of don't know what you're getting.
Right.
Sometimes it's like nothing, and then another time's like 3 hours later, you're going, what? Still?
Well, this is through a place.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. They're still the same when you get them
Are
from
they?
a place.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like you don't
What's it
know.
5 milligrams would be good for you, Autumn.
I take half of that.
Yeah,
and I'm already. I still don't like. I don't like those.
Yeah.
Well,
Look,
get
if you
Willie
don't like
Nelson's drink. Have you seen that advertised?
Those are supposed to be real intense.
He has.
Of course, it's Willie Nelson.
Yeah.
It's Willie
All
Nelson.
those THC drinks are like real intense. I've heard.
Yeah, they are. I had some lemonade ones. And they were only, I think, 5 or 10%. I had one that was like 20%, but it was iced tea, and I hate iced tea, so I gave that to somebody.
The dog.
Yeah.
A dog.
A dog. I don't know.
I found a dog. And
a dog running around. I thought, hey, he seemed thirsty. And
what is this, Greece? Why are there dogs running around?
Greece. Is Greece known for dogs? Aristotle and dogs.
Primarily cats that run around there.
Oh, really?
Yes, they have lots of cats. I was
also
in Greece.
Dogs. Okay.
I've been in Greece. I've been
he
there multiple
was there.
times.
So
I'm
have I.
married to a Greek.
When were you?
She doesn't know if there are dogs
First of
there
all,
because
she
her
lived
ancestry is
there.
Italian.
First of all,
Italian.
yeah, that's like my name's Von Hessler. Like I can tell you anything about Germany.
Yeah.
She
I
is.
know nothing about Germany.
Hang on, she has gone there for multiple summers and
She's
stayed there
not
for an
Greek.
entire summer.
Can we get to the bottom of this? She's not Greek.
She is Greek.
She's not Greek.
There are cats, but there's also a ton of dogs. There was dogs in the airport.
There were dogs in the airport.
Yes.
Were they on leashes, wearing little
No, they were-
jackets?
Yeah.
Suitcases?
They were
It was the weirdest thing.
Yeah.
They got
these
real
dogs.
close. They were sniffing my clothes. It's really.
Did you have your luggage in your possession the whole time? Roof.
Greek dogs.
Greek dogs.
Buck.
Does it bother? Because I know sometimes Tina's family listens. Does it bother them when I bring up the fact that 23andMe kind of said you ain't what you think you are? Does that?
Yeah, I mean,
Does
it's a touchy topic.
Well,
because we're still trying to find the exact roots of Big Yaya. Where did she come from?
Well,
Her great grandmother, for those keeping score.
obviously, she was younger at the time and may have wandered. Let's put it that
Yeah,
way.
that's what
Let's
I
put it
think
that
too.
way. And nothing wrong with that. We all wander, don't we?
Yeah, of
Why do
course.
we expect the people who came before us not to be, not to have cool, wild lives like we?
Agreed.
I think that's insane. We look at our grandmothers and we never think that, they were 20 and they were like, I don't want to go home, but like everybody. Why does that offend people so much?
Exactly. They had a good time.
Yeah, it took a long time before grandma picked up the yarn and put down the vice.
Right.
My grandma told me she used to go to the prison in her town with her friends just to wander around and look at the prisoners.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I bet the prisoners they loved those.
Yeah. She'd pull up her.
No, I don't know what they did. She just told me.
Bet you like a little bit of this. Well, don't break the law.
And then she told me she put her violin underneath her dad's car so she wouldn't have to play it.
Yeah, you see? They were just
That's
like
what I did
us.
with my multiplication flashcards. I put them under my bed. It's like I can't find them.
Oh, really? You lost them. And then they thought, well, those are the only ones in the world. I guess
Yeah.
we'll never be.
Like,
She'll never know how to do multiplication tables.
so I'll never learn.
I was terrible at multiplication. I remember.
Even your fives?
19
The fives are easy.
No, well, yeah,
Well, the
you had
fives
the,
are the
you had the ones and the fives and tens. Those are easy.
And two.
A little
And
trouble.
nine.
2 is easy. 9's easy. But you get to the 7s and the 8s and the 4s
Oh my
and
God,
the 5s.
6 times
4s
4?
and
Get
3s.
out of here.
Easy.
24.
I used a calculator today.
How do you not know that one?
I don't.
We're trying to say the whole premise here is that we're not good at this.
Well, deduction is easy. 6 plus 6 is 12.
Okay.
12
I
times
love
2
when
is
people
24.
start to
4.
explain math. Okay, all you have to do is take this. You know that 6 times 2 is this, and so you just take the 1, and then you can just. It's like, yeah, you just know that.
Well, how much is 2 6s? 12. How much is 4 6s? 24.
Why don't you let me answer?
Okay, you
That's
just
easy.
answered. You said
I
you
don't
didn't
know.
I don't know is an answer.
Yeah.
1973, Memphis, Tennessee, Lamar. I think we lived on Lamar. I don't know. Cochise Road. That was Saturday mornings. My dad. I can hear my friends playing outside. I'm sitting at the kitchen table. My dad's standing over me. These damn multiplication tables. Oh, it's just awful. Just awful. I put in a calculator today. What was it? I think it was 5 times 15. And
No problem. Got you.
75.
75 is what
There
I
you
got.
go.
And I was I'm almost 62 years old, and I didn't know that off the
That's
top of my
okay,
head.
Eric.
I'll tell you why. If somebody asks when we get back, I'll tell you why I needed that calculation.
What a tease.
The
Linda here, and I'm with Larry, who took me up on an offer from Virtual Imaging, and he had his life saved not once, but twice.
So we went up for a free body scan, me and my wife, and we also joined the going up there every other year. I had an aneurysm in my liver, had no signs and symptoms of it, didn't feel bad. I just wanted, to have a checkup. That's the first time they saved my life. Me and my wife go up there at the same time after 2 years, and that's when they found the heart blockage. 99% blockage in my aorta. I was a walking heart attack. Well, 2 stents later.
So what would you tell people who are on the fence about going to Virtual Imaging?
Go to Virtual Imaging, then go see a doctor. Go up there, they do brain all the way down to your little toe.
Folks, what are you waiting for? Book an appointment with Virtual Imaging today for a free heart scan with few minimum requirements. Call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or visit virtualimagingatl.com.
Get any size air conditioner for $69.99 a month. 0 down, an unbeatable lifetime warranty, and ask about clean air upgrades. Visit reliableair.com to book your free estimate today.
We are here with CFP and investment advisor Aaron Vincent of the Vincent Financial Group and host of Retire ATL every weekend right here. Get more at retireatlradio.com. And Aaron, there are some adults that work with the big box firms, and they think to themselves, I feel like some of my needs aren't being met, or there are opportunities that they could be missing. So what would you tell that person that's thinking about getting that second opinion, thinking about making the call, but they just haven't yet?
Mark, what I would say to that person who thought about it or wanted to last year but didn't is why? Why didn't you? Let's get real here. Whether you're in your car driving or you're at your office, however you're listening to this, take a second or write this down or make a mental note. Why didn't you execute on that thought? That thought that you had, that feeling that you had about getting a second opinion, you didn't follow up with that. What's the reason? A lot of times we find people are intimidated by, I don't want to be transparent. I feel like if I admit where I'm at, I'm admitting failure or something along those lines. And let me just make the bridge to you right now. We aren't going to judge you if you wish you were at X, but you're only at Y. There's no shame in saying, I'm not where I want to be and I want to get there. That should be applauded. If anything, you're going to get applause from us because it's like the human condition, right? Life on earth, to raise your hand and say, I need some help. I'd like to get this thing shored up and I'm willing to tell you the truth about where I'm at to get there. That takes courage. It takes some guts. I respect that regardless of where you are. To say, I'm willing to open myself up to that sort of conversation, that should be applauded.
To receive a personalized second opinion of your financial future from the team at the Vincent Financial Group, we invite you to call today, 770-280-1488. That's 770-280-1488 or online at retireatlradio.com. And join us for Retire ATL every weekend right here. And it's all powered by the Vincent Financial Group.
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a qualified professional for guidance before making any purchasing decisions.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top local story: state lawmakers will return to the Capitol next month for a special session, which will have a major impact on voting here in Georgia. WSB's Jonathan O'Brien reports there are 2 items on the agenda.
Lawmakers will redraw the state's political maps following a recent Supreme Court decision, but those maps won't apply until the 2028 election. The legislature's Republican majority is, of course, expected to draw maps that favor the GOP, but the more pressing issue for lawmakers is a July 1st deadline to remove QR codes from ballots.
The special session begins June 17th. A major ruling today in a criminal case that's gotten worldwide attention. Jim Ryan reports South Carolina's Supreme Court overturns the murder convictions of a one-time prominent attorney.
The state's high court has found that County Clerk Becky Hill improperly influenced the jury hearing the case against Alex Murdaugh during his 2023 trial. He had been charged with killing his wife and 22-year-old son, was convicted and sentenced to life in prison. The court says he should be tried again on those charges, but Murdaugh also was convicted of financial crimes. Those convictions will keep him behind bars for the rest of his life.
Brookhaven police arrest 2 people in connection with the sexual abuse of a child. 35-year-old Olga Zavala and 45-year-old Andreas Hernandez were arrested after officers responded to a report made through the child's school.
Police officers responded to a local school about an outcry made by a juvenile regarding allegations of sexual assault.
Lieutenant Carlos Nino with Brookhaven Police says both suspects face numerous charges, including trafficking, rape, child molestation, and cruelty to children. Overdose deaths are falling, according to new data from the CDC.
Georgia has experienced a significant, though slightly lower decline compared to the national average. 1,663 people dying from overdosing here in our state in 2025. If you look at the nation as a whole, drug overdose deaths fell nearly 14% last year, marking a third consecutive year of declines.
WSB health reporter Sabrina Cupid says a majority of fatal drug overdoses in the country last year involved opioids, including fentanyl. It is 3:32. Time now for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center this afternoon, it's Chip Canales.
Hey, good afternoon, Bill. And over in Lithia Springs, you got a travel advisory crash. I-20 westbound on Thornton Road, exit 44. That's blocking out 3 right lanes. Right now, you get delays all the way past Riverside Parkway. You might want to consider using Highway 78 as a better option for you. From the TrustL.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy skies, warming up to a high of 81 for today. Mostly cloudy for this evening. A few isolated rain showers possible. Lows tonight in the mid-50s. Tomorrow, sunshine, breezy, and turning a little cooler. High 76, but heating up on Friday with sunny skies and highs near 80.
Right now, it's 80 in Norcross and Mableton, 81 in Stockbridge. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Avoid the headaches of a traditional home sale and move on your timeline with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. No showings, no open houses, just a simple, stress-free way to sell your home. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Atlanta's best plumbers call Deep Dive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll have your pipes working again. DeepDivePlumbing.com.
This is Andy Harris, president of Coosa Valley Credit Union, inviting you to come see us for your auto loan needs. If you're buying a car or refinancing your current auto loan, at Coosa Valley Credit Union, you'll get one of the lowest interest rates in the market. Now, auto loan rates are as low as 2.99 APR. Coosa Valley Credit Union is local and nearby in Northwest Georgia. Plus, you'll always speak to a real person when dealing with us. That's what we call kinder banking.
Contact 706-235-8551 for more details. Equal Opportunity Lender.
Hi, I'm Nicole Beck, Customer Relations Manager at Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. We don't complete transactions, we build relationships. I invite you to come to our store and see exactly what I mean. Experience amazing at Butler Lexus South Atlanta, 800 New Lexus.
Hey, it's Jeff and Roxanne, your local Rhino Shield owners.
If you're tired of repainting your home every few years,
Rhino Shield can be your last exterior paint job.
It's a ceramic coating designed to protect your home for decades, not seasons.
Backed by a 25-year transferable warranty.
Visualize Rhino Shield on your home and get a free quote now at rhinoshieldga.com.
That's rhinoshieldga.com.
Don't paint, don't vinyl, go Rhino Shield. Never paint your house again. Rhino Shield.
School is almost out now. You know what that means. Backyard barbecues, pool days, plenty of people seeing your home, too. So do what I did and get your place looking clean with Wise Guys Pro Wash. One call, quick quote. They handled everything. House, patio, the driveway, too. Sparkling clean, and I didn't even need to be home. Mention me, Chris Chandler, and you'll get $70 off your next service. Book now at wiseguysprowash.com before spots fill up.
There's some things I just don't understand. I was going to tell you something when we got back. What was that? This is kind of stupid. The reason I had to do the calculation of 5 times 15.
15.
Because I wanted to know how many times a week I have to start a conversation on this show. 75. It's 15 times a day that we come out of a break and I have to bring up like a thing and start a conversation.
And why were you calculating this?
I just maybe I wasn't feeling very, I was like, hey, no, I'm going to feel better about myself. I was like, wow, I do that 75 times a week? That's pretty awesome. I just wanted to make myself feel good, that's all.
Did it work?
Well, for a while, sure.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I've been in a pretty good mood. And
Of all 75, how many you think are good?
don't put me there.
Jared.
It's like, I'll be honest with you because I've been, I think a couple of weeks ago or something, this thing came up that I think Greg said, well, your job's easy or something. I was like, these people have no idea what it is that I do. And then I started calculating it back. It's like, how many times do I have to spark a conversation that's supposed to be entertaining and interesting and keep an audience? And I found out, to my surprise, it's 75 times a week. And so I think this one's working so far. Who doesn't want to hear about that? I mean, it's fascinating, isn't it?
You learn something new every day.
That's right. And it's not always something you ever needed to know. That's the important thing to understand. Just because you learn something new every day doesn't mean that it's something that you would have had a worse life if you never found out.
People are going to start keeping count, Eric. They're like, oh, this is his topic count.
This will be number 2 today. It should be 16, but we don't take a break at 15 on the first break.
Right.
All right, so I'm in a good mood, but there's a study.
No.
There's a study. Don't get upset already, just because it's a study.
Nah, there's never any good news with studies.
This study says nearly half of Americans are lacking fun in their lives. And I think I know why. Any guesses?
They can't afford it.
Okay.
Prices of things go up.
That's what I was going to say.
Wages stay the same.
Yep.
Okay. Now,
what about 2% cost of living?
Now, hold on. This study isn't talking about that they can't go out enough or entertainment. I guess that's part of it, but that's not all of it. They're just having trouble having fun. And George, can you imagine what I would think it would be the cause?
We're overstimulated with our phones.
Thank you very, very much. When you get rewarded every 30 seconds while you're scrolling, then it ends up being empty. I don't know if you've ever done this. We've talked about this a couple years ago, I'm sure. But, when you go through ennui, you're not clinically depressed, but you're just like, I just want to sit here and, I don't feel like getting up and everything just seems boring, And it's kind of hard to get out of those things. And sometimes you'll feel like, and I've done this myself many times, I'll convince myself that sitting and watching television all day will get me out of it. Like, that'll be something. It'll get me engaged. And then you do that, and at the end of the day, you feel worse. That's anecdotal. That's to my life. That's something that I know. But if it's true, if it's universal, then once you apply that to, well, I think I'll just keep up with things with my phone all day long. Sleep for a few hours, wake up and do it again all day long. Sleep for a few hours, and what happens is you just tap that nervous system right to death, and then there's nothing, and then you wonder why. And this happens in online porn a lot with people. It starts out relatively normal, but it's so.
What's the darkest thing I can find?
But you have to, it's like the first time. Think about the first time you ever found porn online. Wow. And then a year later, that's where it is, over there.
Yeah.
And you keep on, and what happens
Been there,
is
seen those.
if you
Seen
get
those.
if you get hooked on that, then you have to keep, because you're just tapping that same nerve over and over again, and what made it jump before. Well, I know you're coming here to tap me again, so I'm not going to be. And you have to keep upping it and upping it and upping it, and that becomes exhausting. And then you just end up in a pit of ennui, or possibly dipping into clinical depression. I only bring it up because it's something that I think is going on. Don't get it twisted, and don't get me wrong. I don't think me talking about it will have any effect on it. I don't think it's ever going to stop. But as I've said many times, to me, being alive is being clear-eyed about the world. It's enough for me sometimes just to know something's going on, even if I know that it's bad and it's going to get worse and I can't do anything about it. There's some sort of satisfaction to me of, not listening to somebody that says, yeah, but it's okay because blah, blah, blah. Just to be clear-eyed about it, is enough for me. But I don't think I can change anybody's mind, but I'm going to tell you this. These smartphones are awful. Especially the younger you are. You hand a smartphone to your 12-year-old. I'm not condemning anybody. I'm not judging anybody. I'm not even saying, we gave, I think, my youngest didn't get a smartphone. I don't think he was 16, but he got his first cell phone when he was about 13. And I'm not, raising children. I just, yeah, whatever. But I'm just going to tell you something that I think that I know. When you hand a smartphone to a 12-year-old, you're ruining their lives. You are ruining their lives because you are, number one, you're giving every oligarch and billionaire complete access. No, we turn off the thing. Okay, they're younger than you. My guess is they're going to get around it because they want it now and now and now and now. And you as a parent think about it when it comes to your attention. So they're going to figure it out. Kids are going to figure out how to get to stuff on the phone that they need to get. They're going to keep up with their friends. So I'm not judging. I'm not saying I'm better than that. I'm just saying this is what makes me feel like I'm alive, just to be clear-eyed about something, not to convince myself for comfort that it's not so bad. I think that when we throw smartphones at children who are 12 years old, I think it's the beginning of a lot more angst in the teenage years that were full of angst when there was no technology. And you can look at it, it's and then for adults, you get in, so when you're young, you get into this whole thing, you're constantly doom scrolling, and that never leaves you. And then by the time you're like 28 years old, your nerves are completely spent. You've seen the most horrific pornography in the history of the world. It's just like there's nothing, your nervous system is just like, pound on me all day long. I'm not going to react.
I'm glad you brought that perspective up because it's funny. In this survey from Talker Research, they say that the majority of people would like to have 17 extra hours per week where they could have fun hours, but they would just doom scroll. That's what
all they would do.
More time to doom scroll.
Yeah, that's all they would do. I mean, that, and again, I'm just pointing it out. I'm not better than that. I'm not above that. I'm not, there's plenty of times bringing up my kids that I was like, because here's the thing is when you're a parent, you want your children to be happy. And I think for our parents and their parents, because we didn't have this sort of technology in front of us, it was easier for us to be happy for a longer period of time. So it was easier for the parents to not kind of like sell out to the kid to make them happy. But now it's just the way the brain works. There's nothing that you can do about it. If you put little rats in a thing and you give them pellets and you can study all of this stuff and see what happens when they can only get a pellet when they're actually hungry, or they can get a pellet anytime they want, and you can see what happens to them. They've done these studies. So I just think it's something that you could maybe think about. It doesn't mean you have to, suddenly sell your home and go move into the middle of nowhere and homeschool. And I'm just saying that's to me what being alive is understanding things around you.
I told
not sugarcoating.
I told you I'm rewatching that show Deadwood, which was on HBO.
Yeah,
20 years
which I
ago.
haven't seen, but I've always heard is great.
Fantastic show. But while I'm watching it, I'm thinking as I'm watching the people walk around this town in the Black Hills when it wasn't even a territory yet, they just settled it and started mining for gold. What did people do to not be bored? Now they didn't know that concept yet, but they're just walking around. I think I will go for a walk.
Yes, they would go for a walk
or drink.
And look.
There was always stuff to do.
Yeah, and there's so
they
much
were
work
working,
to do.
yeah.
So much, I mean, if you were, working the land, you woke up, you had a nice big meal.
Yeah.
You went out, and then you came home as the sun was going down. You had a nice big meal. And you went to bed.
No TV.
And you weren't staring at the ceiling like Eric von Hessler last night. You were exhausted.
Hey, WSB gets you around Atlanta with our triple team traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBradio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is at 5. WSB's A Grand for Gas. From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
Cool Ray is celebrating 60 years of bringing home comfort to Atlanta, and to say thank you, they're lowering their service fee to $60 all month long. Dave Baker here. This means now is the perfect time to get your faulty outlets looked at, your HVAC system tuned up, or that small plumbing issue diagnosed before they become major repairs. For 60 years, Atlanta homeowners have trusted the Coolray name to keep their homes running smoothly. See them on the web at Coolray.com. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
Men, if you're suffering from ED or PE, you're not alone. Most importantly, you don't have to live with it. Priority Men's Medical Center restores men's love lives in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, even when Viagra and Cialis don't work. Here's Dr. Simovitz, specialist in men's health.
Priority Men's Medical Center's painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. 98% of patients see instant results right in the office.
Men are now lasting longer than they ever imagined. And the best part, at Priority Men's Medical Center, your consultation and first treatment are free. Qualified patients even get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. Take control of your love life. Call now. 404-885-8885.
Spring is here, and while everything outside is blooming, so is the mold under your home. All that rain can turn your crawl space into a damp, musty mess, leading to mold, odors, and higher energy bills. Hi, I'm Jeremy, owner of American Crawl Space Solutions. We specialize in encapsulating your crawl space, protecting your home's foundation, and improving your home's air quality. Visit AmericanCrawlSpaceSolutions.com for a free inspection.
American Crawl Space Solutions. Foundations too.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? Unmatched coverage of breaking major news. In-depth reporting showing the impact on your community, family, and money. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's Karen Greer. When stories break, they unfold in real time. We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood, so when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News, every day at 4, 5, and 6.
It's Eric. I had a house that was built in the 40s, and all the settling over time, the foundation, it started cracking. We could see the cracks of the walls. The doors started sticking. We knew there was a problem. Took us a long time to find someone to help us. Well, you don't need to take a long time. Go to Engineered Solutions of Georgia. They're the only foundation repair company in the entire state of Georgia with a team of licensed engineers on staff giving you the highest quality work for your home from the start.
Dial 678 ESOG now.
Pet owners and parents know the struggle. Every time dogs or kids go outside, they track mud right back in. If you're tired of scrubbing floors, you need Muddy Mat, the anti-mud mat that cleans paws and shoes before they ruin your home. Only Muddy Mat features thousands of ultra-soft microfibers that are 5 times more absorbent than ordinary mats, instantly trapping dirt and water to protect your floors. Put it by every door, under pet bowls, in the kitchen for spills. It even makes a perfect bath mat, and it's 100% machine washable, so cleanup is effortless.
Since getting Muddy Mat, I don't worry about what my dog gets into. His paws are clean the second he steps off.
No more mopping. I love it. Thank you, Muddy Mat. Right now, get a free medium Muddy Mat with your order of 2 or more mats at buymuddymat.com. This offer is only available at buymuddymat.com. That's BUYMUDDYMAT.com. Don't wait. Get your free Muddy Mat today at buymuddymat.com.
All right, can we talk about the NFL for just a moment here?
Not a sports show.
I know it's not a sports show, but it's a show where the host gripes.
Autumn
moans
going.
And groans about stuff.
Autumn loves the sports talk. You got to watch her.
I know. She'll get her talking, boy. She'll never stop. But I just have to say, the NFL is just, it's becoming a little bit too much. I was thinking about this the other day. If Josh Allen wasn't on the team that I've been suffering with for the last 40 some odd years, I think it might be kind of easier for me to, I don't know about completely walk away, but I have done this with other sports. I mean, I used to watch every NASCAR race, every single one. And now I catch maybe 2 or 3 a year, possibly, which tells me you can be really into something and then just have enough and walk away. Right now, the team that I've been suffering with for 40 some odd years happens to have a first ballot Hall of Famer as quarterback, and so
Josh is hope. Josh is hope.
He's hope, but I'm saying if I didn't have that hope, I don't know how much longer. Like if the Bills went into another 20-year no playoff situation, I don't know how much. I mean, the NFL, listen, and this is like everything that's going on right now with the oligarchs and the Bezos people and all of that. I was thinking about this. Business is the bottom line. Let's call it, you've always heard it, the bottom line. We have to make a profit. Everything else is subservient to the fact that this is not a charity. If it was a charity, we wouldn't have to make a profit, but it's a business, so there's a bottom line. But I was thinking about that. It's the bottom line. It's not the whole thing. It's the bottom line. It's the premise on which it says you can keep your doors open, you can pay people, you can make your living this way. The bottom line, at the foundation, you need to turn a profit. And that now has become not just the bottom line, it's everything. The pursuit of the next dollar is what is going to happen. Customer be damned. The customers to the NFL, the Falcons have one of these in Madrid, 9 international games this year. 9 international games, where I think one of them will be on at night here because it's morning there. Melbourne.
Yeah, Australia. Yeah, that makes sense.
So, but most of them you're telling your customer, yeah, you got to start watching football at 9 o'clock in the morning. And if you like your team that's on the road and you're on the West Coast, you got to wake up show starts at 6. That is abusing. That's abusing your customers because they love what you have. But will they love it forever if you keep abusing them? 9 of these things. I mentioned this a few weeks ago. There's plenty of evidence. How long have they been doing this now? Good luck. I mean, regularly. They've had international games, one-offs.
Feels
for
like
long,
consistently
like
for
a
at
decade.
least 10 years. Yeah.
Apparently, they've not moved the needle in Europe on the NFL. The Europe still loves soccer.
Didn't they try Pyongyang?
Maybe Trump will come back with that. Oh, I'm sorry, not Pyongyang.
They're going to do it in Beijing.
Beijing. So it's J.J. Watt put out an X. By the way, I don't know if you know this or not, but that was formerly Twitter.
What?
Yeah, I don't want to shock you.
Is that
apparently that parentheses is going to be there for the next 100 years.
Is that new?
Yeah, apparently some big shot bought it. Changed the name to X. Can you believe that?
Yes. What a great idea that was.
But it was, by the way, in case you were wondering, formerly Twitter. J.J. Watt, international game slate is nearing the realm of traveling circus as opposed to occasional showcase. Bingo. What should happen in the NFL is that maybe once a year, I would say once every 2 years, it should be a special thing. It's a showcase. But they are actively trying to up jersey sales and get people into the NFL. And what's it like to try to watch the NFL from Europe? I mean, what time are they watching?
Evening.
It's the evening.
Evening going into like 2 a.m, or
no. It's like, sorry, I'm trying to think of
what is it? 6 hours ahead of
the
us.
London game. It's actually pretty reasonable.
Okay.
My brother, I was in Scotland hanging out with my brother, and we
And you
watched
watched
the London
them?
game. It was actually a reasonable time.
Oh, you're
I
not
wanna say it was-
talking-
No. I'm not about the London game. I'm talking about what's it like for them to watch our game.
Starts at 1, then they're going to start watching it at 6 or 7.
Yeah, so that it's not over until 2 a.m.
Yes.
If you go all the way through Sunday Night Football and all that, and that's not something that's reasonable. Every Sunday when I have to go to work on Monday morning, I'm going to watch football until 2 o'clock in the morning. It's what does it do for their own customers? And so they've seen now that it's not moving the needle, and they just keep doing it. The commissioner says he's working toward 1 game per week. And it's not fair to some of these teams. The Seattle Seahawks, who won the Super Bowl, are in the same division as the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. They got to open up in Melbourne, Australia. That's like 30 hours there.
That's a lot.
It's an unbelievable amount of time. And doesn't that give the Seahawks? They're not doing that. I think they're going to have 1 game somewhere. And then the 49ers have a second one in Mexico. So why do they get that burden? You know, and this is abusing the 49ers fan base. It's abusing. I just, they already did it with Thursdays. You got to deal with your team playing on 3 days rest, and not even rest, because they have to implement a new plan, practice it, the whole thing. It's just, I only bring it up not as sports. I bring it up as the problem we have right now. Profit is the bottom line. It is the most important thing if you want to keep your doors open. But it's the bottom line. It's not supposed to be everything.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
I love Artisan Custom Closets. This is Dale from TrustDale.com, and that text was from my wife, Angie. Artisan had just been at our home designing ideas to transform our master bedroom closet. Look, her message didn't surprise me because I did my homework and discovered Artisan Custom Closets are the experts to make the most of your closets, pantries, garages, and more. We hired Artisan, and you should too. Visit TrustDale certified ArtisanCustomClosets.com to get your free consultation and my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee.
Hey, that was our exit. We're gonna miss the first pitch.
Just gotta make a stop at Kroger. I promised I'd bring nachos.
Nice. You have the Upside app too, right?
Upside? What's that?
Upside is a free app that gets you cash back when you buy groceries. And they just added Kroger stores in Atlanta.
Wait, I can get money back just for buying groceries?
Yep. And right now, new users can get an extra $10 bonus on their first Kroger trip with the app. That's up to $25 cash back on one grocery run.
Even this Kroger store right here?
Yes. Now pull over. Let's get some cash back on those nachos.
Upside is now available for Kroger stores in the Atlanta area. Download the free Upside app and use promo code ATL7 to get a $10 bonus on your first purchase at Kroger. That's promo code ATL7 to get a $10 bonus. Remember, use promo code ATL7.
Offers vary by user and location. $10 bonus offer for new users only. Go to upside.com for terms and conditions.
It's official. President Trump has endorsed Burt Jones for governor.
Burt Jones has been an incredible leader. This man has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Burt Jones is a trusted Trump conservative who's leading the fight to end Georgia's state income tax.
He's going to make a great, great governor. You will be very happy, Georgia. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement.
Paid for by Burt Jones for Georgia.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story, Georgia is about to jump headfirst into the redistricting battle.
The court has ruled we're following the law and the Constitution of what the Supreme Court just ruled on, and so we'll be redrawing our districts for the 2028 election.
Governor Kemp ordering state lawmakers back to the Capitol this summer for a special session next month.
The governor's special session proclamation comes after a recent Supreme Court decision on Louisiana's congressional maps. Because primary voting is already underway, the new maps lawmakers will draw won't come into play until 2028. Legislators will also address the state's compliance with a law to remove QR codes from ballots by July 1st of this year. Several bills to address the deadline failed to pass before sine die in April. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB. WSB.
80 degrees in Atlanta. A few showers possible tonight and a bit cooler tomorrow. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. All new this hour, an update from the Atlanta-based CDC on its response to the cruise ship hantavirus outbreak.
The CDC activated its emergency response here in Atlanta immediately. Currently, there are more than 100 staff working on the response. CDC's Dr. David Fitter says while the focus is on those cruise ship passengers who were exposed,
to the American public, please know we are here to protect your health. Based on current information, the risk to the general population remains low.
4 people in Georgia are being monitored, 2 at Emory and 2 at home. The incubation period is 42 days, so they'll continue monitoring through the middle of June. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
His case has been the subject of podcasts, books, and documentaries. The South Carolina Supreme Court today overturns the murder convictions and life sentence for Alec Murdaugh in the deaths of his wife and son. Loyola Law professor Lori Levinson says it does not mean Murdaugh will be getting out of prison.
Given that Murdaugh has been convicted on federal financial crimes and he's received a 40-year sentence on those crimes, he's not getting out of jail right away.
The state Supreme Court finds that a court clerk influenced the murder trial by suggesting to jurors Murdaugh might lie while testifying in his own defense. The Georgia DOT is asking the public to weigh in on a plan to build lanes just for trucks on I-75 south of Atlanta.
The plan calls for 2 dedicated truck lanes on northbound 75 from Macon to McDonough to help alleviate congestion. But McDonough Councilwoman Vanessa Thomas thinks a solution already exists.
We have the express lane. If we utilize the express lane right now for the trucks, that could perhaps relieve some of the traffic that we have from the cars and the trucks on 75.
GDOT will gather feedback through May 28th at public hearings like this one. If it moves ahead, the 4 to 6 year construction window begins in 2028. In Henry County, Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
Brookhaven police arrest 2 people in connection with the sexual abuse of a child. 35-year-old Olga Zavala and 45-year-old Andreas Hernandez were arrested after officers responded to a report made through the child's school. Lieutenant Carlos Nino with Brookhaven Police says schools are mandatory reporters of cases like this.
One of the things that they are responsible for is letting the local police department know every time they see some sort of abuse.
Both suspects face numerous charges, including trafficking, rape, child molestation, and cruelty to children. A peaceful ending to a potentially dangerous situation in Sandy Springs. It starts with a call to police from a woman at the Glen Lake Apartments.
Shortly after 8 a.m., we received a 911 call from a female victim indicating that her child's father, 33-year-old Dennis Carter, had assaulted her.
Sandy Springs Police Sergeant Giovanni Gomez says Carter barricaded himself inside his apartment. At one point, officers thought they heard gunshots, leading to an evacuation of nearby apartments. Police eventually get Carter to surrender. WSB Scam Alert. The Georgia Department of Public Safety warns people about text scams going around. If you get a text from the Georgia State Patrol about outstanding violations or fines tied to your car, make sure you report it as a spam. GSP will never message someone through text about these kind of issues. It is now 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. It's Chip Canales.
Still keeping an eye on a travel advisory crash out of College Park. It's affecting your ride around the airport, I-285 westbound, the inner loop near I-85. That's exit 61. That's blocking out one right lane. You got delays starting around I-75. Elsewhere over in Lithia Springs, a little bit better news. That crash I-20 westbound at Thornton Road, exit 41, was blocking all lanes at times. Now it's only blocking one right lane. You still got delays starting past Riverside Parkway. You can still avoid those delays by using Highway 78. It's a better option for you. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustL.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Partly cloudy skies today, high 81. Increasing cloud cover for tonight with a few isolated rain showers possible. Lows dropping down to the mid-50s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, breezy, high 76. Temperatures climbing on Friday to the upper 70s to low 80s.
Right now it's 80 in Smyrna, 79 in Palmetto, also 79 in Buford. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. And this is special. It's been a while. The music news went on hiatus for a bit. But guess who's back?
Hi, this is Paul Stanley, and this is Paul Stanley's Music News on the Von Hessler Doctrine.
Paul, so good to have you back.
So nice to be here, and the fact that you came back from your commercial break with one of Gene's songs, that was fantastic.
Well, we it's always been the opener, for heaven's sakes. I consider you guys...
Calling Dr. Love?
Excuse me?
He came back with Dr. Love.
I apologize.
Okay. I thought you were talking about the theme. That's one of your songs.
How about Shandy? That was a great song.
All right, you're complaining already. I was going to be very gracious, Paul.
Take him out of here. Get him out of here. I'm sorry.
Say we're glad to have you back.
I'm sorry for kvetching.
I know how expensive plane travel is these days.
Oh, don't worry about it. It's okay. I hitched a ride with Taylor Swift.
Oh, that's very nice.
She has a private jet.
Yeah.
Hi.
She's
here.
How was your trip?
It was so nice. You have lovely staff and delicious food on the plane. It was so cool.
Stop it.
Why would you? Do you do this a lot for famous people and musicians that let them take your plane?
Totally. Except for people I don't like.
Oh, okay.
And she likes me because I'm a fan.
Yeah, he's a fan. And listen, I can't do that for everybody, and I wouldn't.
So no Scooter Braun or Sydney Sweeney on Taylor
gosh.
Swift's plane. Nope.
Oh, no.
Oh, poor them.
I'm not a fan of her, but she's very... I like that show she's on, the Euphoria.
You shouldn't be watching that show, Paul. You're 70-something
I need
years
to know
old.
what the young people are doing, and apparently it's a lot of sex.
Same thing you were doing back then.
Back then, but not recording it.
Unlike some people in the band.
That's right. We didn't. Well, Gene did that when he was a grown-up.
Yeah.
Very grown-up. In fact, he was on AARP by then.
Yeah, I think that's actually a good marker there. You want your sex tape to come out before you get your first AARP card.
That is correct, yes.
So you're here to deliver the music news. So
that's right. You ready for some stories? It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I might be rusty.
You're not going to be rusty. You're an old pro.
So Gene Simmons will be hosting the Legends of Rock Expo on September 25th at Westgate Las Vegas Resort and Casino.
It's not a commercial for you and your friends,
I'm not
Paul
there.
Stanley. I know you're not there, but you're probably,
Listen to this lineup.
Okay, this is Gene Simmons and friends.
Gene Simmons, Geezer Butler.
Geezer Butler is great.
Stuart Copeland, and Dave Davies. And I won't be there, but Gene will be there with Tommy Thayer and Eric Singer.
Now, hold on. Is this one band?
It's a whole weekend where you get autographs and impromptu
so there's no
guitar.
show.
No, they're going to be doing songs and little jam
But are they going to
stuff.
play together? Like, is it going to be like Gene and Geezer Butler and
Yeah, I
Stuart
think so.
Copeland's going to be playing? Is that how it is?
Yeah, and Lita Ford will be there, and Rats.
Yeah, she'll show up for
Stephen
anything.
Pearson. I think she's past that. But anyway, so that's great, and you can find out more about it on Kiss.
That sounded like a commercial to me. That didn't sound like music news. Did Gene Simmons say that this kind of sounds like you're helping your buddy?
Well, Gene texted me when he knew I was on Taylor Swift's plane, and
Mhm.
he said, make sure you tell him about the expo. And I said, okay,
Well, now, where
Gene.
is this expo? We're in Atlanta, Georgia.
It's in Las Vegas.
Okay, well, I mean...
At some casino. I can't read it now.
The
'cause I
Horseshoe?
closed it.
The
No.
Horseshoe?
Binions.
Binions?
Go down to the dumpy old place in the middle of old Las Vegas.
Is that Fairmont?
I think so, yeah.
Is that what it's? Because that's like covered now, right? I haven't
It
been to
is.
Vegas since the whole street that used to be the street that we used to think of as Vegas, right?
That's correct.
It's now all covered.
They've covered it all up, and
There's still nobody there. Because you watch these YouTube videos where they take you through the casinos. They are empty. They're as empty as a crowd scene in a Star Wars Disney Plus television show. Have you noticed this about these Star Wars things? Am I the only one? Andor, as good as it was, they are so cheap, or they spend their money on other things, that they won't get extras. And so you just say, well, this is like, is it called the Imperial City?
Yes.
Wouldn't you think the Imperial City would look a lot more like Manhattan than downtown Des Moines? There's always like maybe 30 people around.
It should look like Coruscant.
I mean, it really, and just once you see it, you can't unsee it. Any of these Star Wars Disney Plus things, when they get to towns, there's no one there. It's emptying out. Anyway, I'm sorry, Paul. That's an aside.
Okay. That's okay.
That's been rankling me for a while. I had to get it out.
Well, do you guys know who Morgan Wallen is?
I can't.
Because I don't.
You don't know? Morgan, come on now.
Never
He's a
heard of
big. Is it okay to call him Bro Country?
Yeah, he's certainly in that category. He targets women primarily.
Like Garth Brooks?
No,
Garth's
different.
got something going on.
Morgan's talented too. But he targets
He
the
uses
ladies.
auto-tune. That's all you
Okay.
need. Do you use
Sometimes.
auto-tune, Paul?
Me? No, I use backing tracks.
Okay, all right. Well, that's live though, but on the record you're still
Oh,
singing it.
absolutely not.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I
I've
don't know, I
recorded
was-
anything in a while.
I
so.
saw this story in the bin, and I thought to myself, you know, I don't know why, but I don't like this guy. And it's not because of his big controversy. It's just I don't like bros.
What?
And he gives off that bro vibe.
And
But
you
maybe
like
his
dudes,
stuff's
like,
great. I don't
like
know.
manly men like me and Gene.
Yeah, zip it up, pal. I don't need to see your chest hair.
What Morgan is known for when he walks out on stage is he always brings in celebrities of whatever town he's in. So, like, he just recently did the
It's
Bryant,
called the walk-in or something.
Yeah. He just did the Bryant-Denny Stadium, Alabama, Tuscaloosa, and brought out Nick Saban with him. At Tennessee, he brought out Peyton Manning with him. He brings out celebs of the town that he's performing
And this
in.
was the story here
So
in
at Britney
Vegas.
Spears or something?
Huh?
In Vegas? Did you have Britney Spears? Who?
Well, that's one of this. Is that your story that
Yes,
they're
his-
flaking out on
His
him?
buddies flaked on him. You know, that's not cool.
Are they his buddies if they're flaking on him?
I don't think so. If your
First
friends
of all,
walk
just-
out, no way.
Well, here's a good idea, Morgan. Get over it and just go out and do your show. Okay, there's one show. How is this a story? This guy. Oh, I know what annoys me. It's that chair thing. I haven't gotten over that.
Oh,
Like,
him
threw
throwing
the
it
chair.
off in
He could've
Nashville?
killed somebody.
Yeah, that's
Could've.
not cool. You got to be safe.
That's right.
You know, that's why you get a hotel room and you trash it.
That's right.
You don't throw stuff out the window.
That doesn't hurt anybody. Trashing a hotel
No.
room.
If you can pay
that's
for it, who
nice,
cares?
Safe, wholesome rock and roll.
Smash your guitar into the television. It's not
Yeah.
like it used to be because those were tube TVs and
Yeah.
they exploded.
It's fun.
Yeah, now it says, oh, I knocked it over and it has a crack in
He's
it.
gonna, just doesn't. That's not the rock and
Nah,
roll
it's
life.
not rock and roll.
Well, things are just changing too much, huh?
That's why I'm glad I'm old.
So that's it. I don't really. I thought that I didn't know why I get annoyed by Morgan Wallen, and that's exactly it. And then secondly, that his fans don't care.
Well,
hey, almost with that chair come within like 2 feet of killing somebody.
It came very close. Honestly, he was lucky it was a Sunday because usually
Right.
Nashville, Broadway, if it had been a Friday or Saturday, it would have been packed out. It would have hit somebody.
Yeah, I think he's a meathead.
A little bit. He's got a little arrogance.
Yeah,
but
is he a poet of some kind? Like
I mean, his writing is good.
I'm writing songs about beer.
He does write his own music, which I appreciate that part of him. And
He
he's
has a
and
song
he is,
about the Braves, right?
And oh, that song's terrible.
And Chipper.
Yeah,
98
Chipper.
Braves. That's
Ooh,
a terrible
that's
song.
him.
Yeah.
That's a terrible song.
Yeah, you with me now, huh?
Now I'm definitely with you.
You know, he just when next time when he plays here in Atlanta, he just reached out. He says he wants you to walk out with him, Eric. Is that
Oh,
okay?
I would definitely do it.
Don't flake on him. He'll get upset.
Yeah, why does he even got to bring it up? I mean, nobody would know. I mean, maybe somebody in the crowd that's a super fan will. Oh, that's interesting. And then
Local
if you,
shock jock doesn't show up.
he's a flake.
I'll see
Did
that
he
on
call it?
TMZ.
He's like, you people. It's another thing I don't like about Morgan Wallen. It is the whole anybody who's not from the South is just weird. There's that whole vibe.
Well, that's
and
true.
And isn't that what happened here? It's like, oh, y'all people in Vegas are strange.
Mm-hmm.
What's a transient city, buddy?
Yeah.
Do your show.
Thank
Walk
you.
out. You wanted the best. You got the best. Here's Morgan Freeman or
Oh.
whatever his name is.
You
Morgan
didn't-
Wallen.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Springsteen. Well, that's Eric Church or something.
And Chipper. And Chipper.
Famous people. Do y'all like Casey Musgraves?
I
Sticking with the country angle?
don't really know her stuff. I hear she's great.
Well, I'm looking at this article, and she's wearing a white tank top and no bra, so she's aces with me.
Oh, yeah, you like her. You like her music, huh?
I don't know. But her new album, The Middle of Nowhere, debuted in the top 10 across 7 Billboard charts, including rap.
You know this. What?
No, I was kidding.
You know this, Paul. These charts are full of.
Oh, that doesn't matter at all anymore.
These charts are just. It's ridiculous. You can game these charts. You know, in the next few months, McCartney's going to game the charts. The Stones are going to game the
This
charts.
week it's Ella Langley. That's she's gamed the charts.
Say, hey, we have the new Taylor Swift album is available in 30 different ways. You can get green vinyl, red vinyl, blue vinyl, yellow vinyl, splattered vinyl. And they know that they have completists out there who have to have everything by the artist they love. So they go out and then they're at the top. Now, I'm not saying Taylor Swift doesn't get to the top. Obviously, she's very famous. But a lot of people, when I hear the charts, I don't even
They
know how
don't
they're
mean
done
anything.
anymore. It used to be they called record stores would call in. Hey, we sold this many albums. It was pretty straight.
You could
Cut
figure it
and dry.
out.
Yeah. Now it's like, well, each play is worth a 0.5% to the what?
Makes no sense.
It doesn't. But what does these days, Paul?
Well, she did sell 37,000 physical LPs.
How many different ways did it come out? That's what I want to know. George Clark will get that information for us. Let's say hello to Chip Canales. Chip Canales. Well, I don't have to say the name twice, Jared. I just say hello to Chip Canales.
Sure you got it down there,
a second
Chips.
time. So this is how it would work. I would go, let's say hello to Chip Canales. Chip says there's a crash on I-20 in Lithia Springs.
I think that was 4 times. I'll take it. Over in Lithia Springs, you're dealing with a travel advisory crash. I-20 westbound at Thornton Road, exit 44. That's blocking out one right lane. You got delays mixed in with the volume right now, and all those delays are stretched all the way back to I-285. Elsewhere over in College Park, they're still dealing with a crash. I-285 westbound, the inner loop before I-85. That's exit 61. Those delays start at I-75, and that's blocking out one right lane. What's that ride looking like heading into downtown, Isabella Rodriguez?
South Atlanta drivers, your ride is stacked up on 7585 northbound at Langford Parkway, with those slowdowns staying with you all the way into Midtown past North Avenue by those Georgia Tech buildings. This report is sponsored by CummonsRecall.com. Recall 67A mobile appointments are now available in your area. They come to you. Quick and under an hour, complete the recall to get $500 plus a warranty worth thousands. Schedule at CummonsRecall.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
A massive disruption to your travel plans kicks off this weekend.
A rebuilding project begins on both sides of I-285.
285 construction begins.
A major traffic headache for you.
And we've got the headache covered.
Crews are expected to shut down the west side parade.
How will it impact you? What are your alternate routes?
Detours are 5 miles apart.
Tune in often throughout the day to the traffic reporters you trust. 95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
Jaws dropping, oohs and ahs? That's what you want to hear. A gorgeous, well-crafted home exterior makes you look and feel like $1 million.
Hi, it's Charlie, owner of Painting Plus. See pictures of the jaw-dropping exteriors we've crafted for your neighbors. Just click recent projects on our site.
Locally owned Painting Plus. The plus means anything and everything exteriors at the highest quality. Your complete exterior solution.
Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
A journey from alone and abandoned to one of the most successful businessmen in Georgia history. Conservative, Rick Jackson.
I spent Christmas Eve alone in a children's home. When I woke up, a Good Samaritan had left me $100.
Rick Jackson knows what it's like to go without. That's why he'll fight the career politicians who talk about cutting income taxes and property taxes, but always fail.
Unlike career politicians, I know how some extra money can change everything. That's why I'll freeze your property taxes and slash the income tax in half.
Conservative businessman Rick Jackson will deliver major property tax relief that failed career politicians never will.
I'll get you a boatload of your money back, or I won't run again. It's as simple as that.
No more waiting and wavering from career politicians. It's time for real tax relief. Rick Jackson for Georgia. Paid for by Rick Jackson for Governor, Inc.
Not all foundation repair companies measure up.
I'm Mark Beckham with Atlanta Ramjack, and we set the industry standards for quality.
There's Ramjack, and then everyone else. Google Atlanta Ramjack.
Ramjack. It's your money. Get it sooner. All you need is direct deposit with a checking or savings account at Coosa Valley Credit Union. This is Andy Harris, president of Coosa Valley Credit Union. Not only can you get your money sooner, but we believe in kinder banking where you deal with real people in person. So come see us.
Is your air conditioning system ready to answer the challenge of the hot and humid days we know are coming? Take advantage of this great offer from Ragsdale Heating and Air. Right now, you could take up to $1,700 off a new Carrier Home Comfort System, and that includes Ragsdale's own trusted 15-year parts and labor warranty on your new system. Ragsdale's the name I know you can trust for all your heating, air, plumbing, electrical, and insulation needs, too. They have a 4.9 Google rating and over 11,000 reviews. Go to RagsdaleAir.com or call them. Ragsdale is the name I know you can trust.
Finding trustworthy people to properly fix your septic system can seem hopeless. Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Scorpion Septic. Don't give up hope. Just read some of our 5-star reviews. Your neighbors know my trustworthy team will solve your septic problems on the spot.
Take the sting out of septic service with Scorpion Septic. Never a pump out charge with your repair. Get a free quote at scorpionsepticservices.com.
My wake-up call came 3 years ago. Like many of you out there, I was savoring some time with my parents. It's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. I remember we were preparing a meal, and I saw my dad struggling with a boiling pot on the stove. That was the moment I knew I had to get into action on the home care options for my parents. Have you seen some red flags recently with your folks? Like them struggling with day-to-day tasks, being a little confused, having trouble remembering to take their meds. If your aging parents are showing signs, but they want to age in place in the comfort of their homes, please Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta and request a consultative call. It's free and it's a crucial step towards your parents getting what they want and need, allowing you, the child, to do your role and just love them. Google Four Seasons Home Care. That's Four Seasons Home Care.
You know that I've said some things about you.
All right.
There
George
she is.
George Clark said to me everything that I. What did you say to me? You said it's.
I said your point's been proven. There's a million ways this thing's been released.
Is it like red vinyl, green vinyl, yeah, that kind of thing?
Oh yeah. So you've got all of the ways that you can buy it on her website. So you've got the quote unquote horny picture disc vinyl. You've got
I want
the
that one.
sand-colored vinyl, the whiskey-colored vinyl, the clear vinyl, the web store exclusive CD, the web store exclusive cassette tape, the direct-to-consumer digital download. Then you get your big box retail and indie record store exclusives, Sunrise Records exclusive vinyl, indie retail exclusive vinyl, mass market retail CD vinyl. Then you've got your digital, versions, the digital album standard and the digital deluxe edition.
As Eric Von Hesser always says, ask the second question. What was the story? The story was she's number one on because she sold 300 some odd thousand. Ask the, when people used to be number one, it was one vinyl, one cassette, maybe an 8-track, and they were all the same. There weren't special 8 tracks. My favorite thing that they're doing now, because again, this is to go for the completist, because they feel like they have to have everything, is the cassette. Nobody has cassette players.
No.
But if you're a completist, then you've got to have the cassette as well. They're just gaming. They're smart. They're smart. But
what would you do with a cassette? Because there aren't boom boxes anymore that have that option.
You put it up on the shelf.
I have a little, Panasonic cassette player and recorder, but.
Well, that's the point. Nobody's getting the cassette because they have a cassette player and that's the way they want to hear her music.
Yeah.
The only people are getting the cassette because it's available and it's a thing. And if they love her dearly, they want to have the whole collection. So where does the cassette go? On the shelf, on the shrine.
Mm-hmm. The Casey Shrine.
The Casey Shrine.
A few years ago, we got
and nothing against her, by the way. I'm just saying McCartney's going to do this. Stones are going to do it. Taylor Swift always does it. It's not just her. You do have to be a certain level of artist to be able to pull it off, certainly. Not everybody can do it, but that's the game.
I did find an old Steely Dan cassette tape that I put in last week because we have one of those. We have one of these like
Welcome back to you.
I was amazed, number one, that our player worked because our record player at the house plays obviously records. It has a CD player, cassette, and radio on it.
Look at that.
So I wanted to see if it worked or not, and found the old Steely Dan cassette, and it worked perfectly. So
Was it a little warped?
That was okay. It worked fine.
Can I say something? But I'm glad you brought up Steely Dan, just so I could say it, Paul Stanley. I could hear this. So I was watching something. I've watched a couple of things with Steely Dan over the last month or so, and sometimes Donald Fagen in interviews. And I've come to this conclusion: either Donald Fagen has the driest sense of humor, or he is just the meanest, grumpiest individual.
He's not a happy guy. Not a happy guy.
Yeah. Remember that song IGY? Is that what it was called? What a wonderful world. He's in an interview, and he's like a teenager, I feel like. Well, I hate to say it and break it to everybody, but that was sarcastic. You know, it was 100 years
You
ago. It
don't
came out
have-
like 1983.
You don't have to over-explain everything.
Yeah, and you don't have to like I want to put it in your face if you thought I really thought they were wonderful.
Don't talk to him about yacht rock. He'll tell you to go to
Now,
hell.
I think he's right about that.
Well, you could be nicer. Just,
I
I don't really think we're that
Steely
thing.
Dan doesn't belong in the yacht rock thing. Yacht
But
rock.
he's mean when they bring it up. He yells at him.
He yelled. Well, they asked him to be in the film, and he said, "What is this about yacht rock?" And he said, "He used the F-bomb." And he hung up. But
just be nice.
That was the time I agreed with him.
Steely Dan should be part of yacht rock.
I don't.
It includes Michael McDonald.
That's the
Michael
only
McDonald
part.
is singing in a lot of Steely Dan songs.
Not a lot. I mean,
Time Out of Mind.
Okay, but I mean, it's
Peg.
Steely Dan is a Michael McDonald is actually saying that word.
Peg.
I turned it down.
I thought it was a
peg.
For years, I thought it was like a synthesizer. Like,
So did I.
Peg. That's Michael McDonald. Peg.
But then you hear him going like,
But Steely Dan, Steely Dan is like a jazz fusion rock.
Still smooth.
It's not. I disagree. Thank you, Shelley. What are you saying? They should be in yacht rock.
That's
what are you
right.
saying? He's just yelling at me through the window.
Hey, he's got a delay.
All right, let's give away. What do you want to do? Journey here?
Yeah.
All right, we'll do Journey. I gotta find it over here.
Got a lot of tickets today.
Rolling away the time.
That's okay, but that's not
smooth.
All right. Okay, when we come back,
This is from 72. It's not yacht rock.
Come back with Black Cow. Tell me that's
No,
yacht rock.
not every song.
Oh, why I oughta.
I have more to
That's
say.
an interesting observation.
It certainly
Kenny
was.
Loggins. I rest my case.
Well, it's not guilt by association. All right. Win
rest
2
my case, Your
tickets. Win.
Sweet love showing us a heavenly light.
But then he also has Danger
Hey, we
Zone.
gotta give away these tickets. 2 tickets to see Journey's Final Frontier Tour, Monday, October 19th at State Farm Arena. Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale at Ticketmaster.com. Chip Canales says there's the crash is still there on I-20 westbound in Lithia Springs.
Within the last 3 minutes, Eric, over in Lithia Springs, that crash is now cleared. I-20 westbound at Thornton Road, exit 41. That was blocking out one right lane. Now it's cleared and delays are starting to improve. You're also dealing with some volume over on the east side perimeter, just coming off of I-85, I-285 southbound. Those delays are going to be starting around Lawrenceville Highway. They're stretched all the way back to I-85. What's that drive looking like around the airport, Isabella Rodriguez?
We have progress for you down by the airport. That crash on 75 southbound at I-285. It was taking out a right lane, but it has just moved on to the right shoulder, and all lanes are back open. There's still some delays back into Central Avenue. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties and get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Are you struggling with weight gain, high cholesterol, constipation, warts, or kids who seem to be constantly sick? Hi, I'm Sue Becker from Bread Beckers with Sue's Healthy Minute. I have a degree in food science, and for more than 30 years, I've studied the incredible health benefits of real whole grains and bread. Come visit us at the Bread Becker store in Woodstock, where we can teach you how to make real, delicious bread, a healthy, easy, affordable solution for your family that can change your lives. At Bread Beckers, we offer in-person and online cooking classes. Come check out our complete line of grains, beans, sweeteners, other natural foods, and top-of-the-line kitchen equipment and more. We'll teach you how to make your own real bread that might be the answer to your family's physical ills. Take the first steps to a healthier life. Visit breadbeckers.com and listen to Sue's Healthy Minutes podcast to make a healthy eating change in your life. Visit breadbeckers.com or our Bread Beckers store in Woodstock.
Nothing makes a home feel refreshed like a fresh coat of paint. Ashley Frasca to tell you about Serta Pro Painters. This spring, invite them out to your home to give you a free estimate quickly and at the right price. I enjoyed working with their team of professionals who protected my home during the job, got it done right, and then cleaned up, leaving us happy and relaxed. Do what I did. Schedule your free estimate online now at CertaPro.com. That's Serta with a C.
Each Serta Pro Painters business is independently owned and operated.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios. News.
Weather.
Traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio with our top story. It's an update from the Atlanta-based CDC this afternoon on the cruise ship hantavirus outbreak.
At this moment, I want to emphasize that the risk to the general public is low.
The CDC's David Fitter says so far the response has been textbook and is working.
CDC activated our emergency response in Atlanta immediately and has more than 100 staff actively working on this response.
He says the role now is to continue to monitor cruise ship passengers who were exposed and communicate with state and local health authorities. It is 80 degrees in Atlanta when we could see some showers tonight. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. State lawmakers will return to the Capitol next month for a special session, which will have a major impact on voting here in Georgia. Governor Kemp's proclamation comes after a recent Supreme Court decision on Louisiana's voting maps. Kemp tells WSB Georgia lawmakers will redraw the maps for the 2028 election.
And then we're also going to deal with the election situation that we have. As you know, we have a special election for Congressman David Scott's unfortunate passing coming up, and we've got to make sure that we have a legal system to be able to vote on when that race happens.
Lawmakers will also address the state's compliance with a law to remove QR codes from ballots by July 1st. That special session begins June 17th. Former prominent South Carolina lawyer Alec Murdaugh has his murder convictions overturned today in a 5-0 vote. The South Carolina Supreme Court grants Murdaugh a new trial. The justices say the county clerk improperly influenced the jury in Murdaugh's trial. Murdaugh was convicted in the killings of his wife and son in March of 2023. He admitted to stealing money and insurance fraud, but denies the murders of his wife and son in 2021. New numbers show just how big an economic impact the Beltline has on Atlanta.
The Atlanta Beltline continues to expand, and that's led to nearly $14.2 billion in economic growth for the city. New figures released by the Atlanta Beltline also show it's brought nearly 26,000 residents back to the city. Atlanta Beltline President and CEO Clyde Higgs says it's also a driving force in bringing new businesses into Atlanta.
It is a really effective way to attract your workforce, to say that our headquarters is based on the Beltline.
The 22-mile loop around the city should be complete by 2030. Keith Cromwell, 95.5 WSB.
Fewer people are dying from drug overdoses.
New data from the CDC here in Atlanta shows a nearly 14% drop in deaths from overdosing. That's the third year in a row we've seen a decline. Still, nearly 70,000 people lost their lives in a drug overdose. Here in Georgia, we saw more than 1,600 deaths. Synthetic opioids, including fentanyl, the single largest contributor to overdose deaths in this country. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
Ackworth police are investigating property damage at Autry Middle School. Officers say the school's brick electronic sign has extensive damage caused by a vehicle. They discovered debris believed to be from a suspect vehicle identified as a Ford. Anyone with information about this case should contact Ackworth police. A Cobb County deputy sheriff jumps into action to help a woman get through traffic to deliver her baby. Sergeant Jamil Frazier was on his way to work on Dallas Highway when he found a car stopped in traffic with an expectant mother in the passenger seat, moments away from giving birth.
There's no time. The father said, "Yeah, we got to go now. The water's broken, and she's losing fluid. Her water has broken. I see the fluid on her pants."
Sergeant Frazier activated his emergency lights and escorted the family through traffic to Kennestone Hospital, where the baby was born healthy. Georgia fine arts students get good news when it comes to qualifying for a Hope Scholarship.
Georgia's Hope requires 4 vigorous courses in math, science, social studies, English, or foreign language. A new bill signed into Georgia law now allows kids who excel in music, dance, theater, or art to include arts classes of rigor in Hope Scholarship calculations. And there's more.
Now they get a 0.5 bump for any grade B, C, D, or E.
Georgia Music Educators Association President Andy Esserwine says it's a victory for students who are smart and talented. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 4:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. And triple team traffic begins now with Chip Canales.
Keeping an eye on the volume delays right now, Bill, heading into downtown out of South Atlanta, 7585 northbound. It's starting around Langford Parkway, just before Langford Parkway. You're on and off the brakes until around John Lewis Freedom Parkway, and coming into Midtown, 7585 southbound. Those delays start around North Avenue. You got delays stretched all the way back I-75, well past Northside, driving on I-85, all the way up to Georgia 400. ride. What's that ride looking like on the east side perimeter on DeKalb County, Isabella Rodriguez?
Your ride is looking sluggish on the inner loop of 285 eastbound, especially past Georgia 400. If those delays sticking with you towards I-85, and once you get past I-85, it's still slow on 285 southbound as you head towards Highway 78 in Clarkston. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustSale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Fair skies for this evening, but some rain showers are possible late tonight between 9 p.m. and midnight, then drying out for tomorrow morning, lows in the mid-50s. Sunshine, breezy, and rather cool for tomorrow afternoon, high 76. The northwest wind gusting 25 miles per hour, dropping down to the upper 40s to low 50s by Friday morning.
Right now it's 80 in Roswell, 78 in Douglasville, 82 in Rex. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Belinda here, and I'm with Larry, who took me up on an offer from Virtual Imaging, and he had his life saved not once, but twice.
So we went up for a free body scan, me and my wife, and we also joined the going up there every other year. I had an aneurysm in my liver, had no signs and symptoms of it, didn't feel bad. I just wanted, to have a checkup. That's the first time they saved my life. Me and my wife go up there at the same time after 2 years, and that's when they found the heart blockage. 99% blockage in my aorta. I was a walking heart attack. Well, 2 stents later.
So what would you tell people who are on the fence about going to Virtual Imaging?
Go to Virtual Imaging, then go see a doctor. Go up there, they do brain all the way down to your little toe.
Folks, what are you waiting for? Book an appointment with Virtual Imaging today for a free heart scan with few minimum requirements. Call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or visit virtualimagingatl.com.
No hot water, leak, or clog slowing you down? At Moncrief Ace Hardware Home Services, we bring helpful to the home with same-day water heater service and reliable plumbing repairs. Bring comfort back to your home. Local folks, straight answers. Powered by Ace Hardware. MoncriefAir.com.
Hi, I'm Kevin Deutsch, General Manager at Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. I want to personally invite you to come by and see why we won the prestigious Lexus Elite Award. Experience amazing at Butler Lexus of South Atlanta and give us a call today at 1-800-NEW-LEXUS.
A DUI conviction could be life-changing. Get the DUI lawyer, GeorgeStein.com.
If your home has musty odors, uneven floors, or high energy bills, the problem is likely right beneath your feet. When your crawl space is compromised, everything feels the impact. That's why homeowners trust American Crawl Space Solutions. From crawl space encapsulation and waterproofing to foundation repair, we give honest recommendations without high-pressure sales tactics. Get a free inspection today at AmericanCrawlSpaceSolutions.com.
American Crawl Space Solutions. Foundations too.
Is this Yacht Rock?
No.
Thank you. That's most of the catalog sounds more like this than Yacht Rock songs. They were a jazz fusion. I've always been amazed that I like Steely Dan because I'm not a huge fan of jazz fusion. By the way, I need to congratulate Ben
Stickney.
It looked like a U after the K. Well, you really need to. You need some penmanship
Jared,
lessons.
can you just write more carefully when you're writing for someone else?
Thank you, Autumn.
How dare you? Have you seen Eric's handwriting?
I'm not writing for
that's
you.
fine. But if you're writing for
me,
someone else,
you're writing for me. So take your time.
I
Make
see it
your
perfectly.
N's look like N's
I see
and
it
not
perfectly.
U's.
Did you hear what I said?
He did not.
No.
He did not.
No.
He heard it, but he didn't hear it.
The answer is no. I can't.
No, I'm not doing it.
And he wrote congrats. Congrats to Ben Stickney of Marietta. Won 2 tickets to see Journey's Final Frontier Tour Monday, October 19th at State Farm Arena. Tickets are on sale. Tickets are on sale
You messed up.
Ticketmaster.com. I sure did. Greg Rush, did you hear me mess up? Did you hear me
I
mess
did.
up? I'll bet
I
you.
will never forget. I put it in my book of Eric's mess ups.
Eric's errors.
Eric's errors.
Well, that's what I did call it because I hate alliteration. I moved away and called it Eric's mess ups.
I think you're going to sell more if it's a board game or something or some sort of curio.
I don't care. It's not about selling. It's for me.
Oh,
From
it's just
personal satisfaction. Anytime I need to feel better about my life, I look at it and say, look at this time Eric was such an idiot. Look at this fool.
Well, I'm glad to be there for you.
July 18th. 2022, he said this idiotic thing.
I'm glad to be there for you. I'm glad to be there to help. Well, that mustache is really that's the thing now. The thing is to have that kind of mustache. So you're cool is what I want to say. to have that
Ryan,
fuller brush mustache that you got. It's,
Yeah, but you're pushing me to shave it off. If everyone else is doing it,
well, I've seen it. Take a look. Look up this NASCAR driver Ryan Blaney. His is even. It's massive. It's massive. So it is a thing. You must know it's a thing. You live in the hippest city in the country. You must know it's a thing.
I thought it was a thing in 2006 when the hipsters were running wild, and then I gave it 20 years.
I like the Dennis Franz-ness of it.
The Franz.
Dennis Franz, the actor from NYPD
From Cop
Blue.
Rock? Was he
no,
in Cop Rock?
I don't think so. He was
Somebody that was big that was in Cop Rock.
I know he was in Hill Street Blues and NYPD Blue.
Do you remember Cop Rock? Does anybody remember Cop Rock?
Yeah, it didn't last very long.
It was. Do you remember Cop Rock?
Yeah, I remember that too.
Cop Rock.
Both of them.
I've never heard of either of them.
One was the porno.
Yeah, that was great.
Cop Rock was so was that Stephen Bochco, wasn't it? It was the guy who wasn't he behind Hill Street Blues?
Yeah,
and
NYPD Blue.
He had this string of hits, and then he came up with this. It was a musical, I believe.
It was.
Weren't people like singing?
And that's why it failed.
Of course.
And I was wrong. David Milch did NYPD.
It was a swing and a miss.
Let's see the cast. Cop Rock, ROCK.
Barbara Bosson, David Giannopoulos.
Wow.
Oh,
they all went on to great careers.
Ann Bobby.
Ann Bobby?
James McDaniel. None of these ringing a bell?
No, but give me a synopsis. Is there a synopsis on there for Cop?
It is an American police procedural musical television series created by Bochco, and it premiered September 26, 1990, and
Wow.
concluded December 26th.
I never saw an episode. That was a period of time where I was just at the age where I just really never. I think Twin Peaks. That was it. I just didn't watch TV back then.
So was it?
It's got to be on YouTube.
Solving crimes and then break into song.
Yeah, I remember a commercial. So maybe it was the pilot where people got up in a jury box and they were all wearing like gospel singer gowns, and they were all singing and swaying back and forth. That's the memory that I have of what Cop Rock was. I'm being very careful.
Yeah. Not the other one, right? Not the other one.
Hey, Ronnie Cox was in it.
No, that one, I can give you a synopsis of that.
Wait, so this
I watched
was...
it in 10-minute increments.
That's a long time.
Well,
actually.
you know, I was younger.
Had more stand.
Yeah. I had vision back then.
Just need a few seconds.
Delayed gratification was something achievable back in those days.
I've got a promo for Cop Rock if you'd like to hear it.
I would love to hear it.
Guess who's singing it?
You've never heard anything like this before. The best new series. It's terrific. Television that gives you a rush. Destined to become the most talked about show.
How did it
new
not
season.
last?
Premiering tomorrow, Stephen Bochco's Cop Rock.
Wow.
Randy Newman was involved and was probably writing some of the songs.
In that,
It was all of them. Randy Newman wrote all of them.
Oh, he did? Okay. Yeah.
Oh, sorry. The pilot. But each episode, I guess, was original music, which what an undertaking. Even if you could do
Yes.
it well, that is a lot to
you
churn
have
out.
to kind of tip your.
Bold idea.
Yeah, it's a bold idea, but I don't know how anyone bought it. I just think that this guy had so many hits in a row that they were like, yeah, okay. But if you think so, you've had hits, so I guess let's go with it.
They had about 7 million viewers up to the last episode.
7 million
In 1990, that wasn't enough.
That's not very good. It's not like now.
Now it's on top of the world. 7 million.
I mean, you did have cable, but you had cable. Cable was a thing and had been a thing for a while, but still the three networks were dominant still in the early 90s as far as new series and that sort of thing. So I think, look up, George, what was the top-rated show of 1990 and what was their weekly audience? Now we'll find out, huh?
Probably Roseanne.
Eric Von Hassler asking the next question. Thank you. That's what I want to be known for, and that's what I want.
You were wrong, Tim.
Monday Night
Roseanne's
Football.
Third on no sports. Roseanne third on the list. Want to take a guess at second or first?
The Simpsons are
Full
in there.
House.
MASH. Nope.
No,
Nope.
MASH.
60 Minutes is second, and Cheers.
Cheers are still on. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
All right. What was their audience? What was their weekly average?
I don't know. Did George find that?
Yeah, you want to share it with him. You don't want to just step on his in his territory. And I say, hey, George.
You did ask him. I'm sorry, George.
Yeah,
I don't mind.
He specifically
That was
said
perfect.
George.
Over 20 million viewers per.
Okay, so there you go.
Yeah.
There you go. I think people just looked at it and went, huh? I remember. This was the beginning of me being on radio, and I think I remember us making jokes about it before the first one ever landed. So maybe it never had a chance. How many episodes?
It was 11. It started with 14 million viewers, and then it dropped to 7.
Boy, when you lose half,
Yeah.
along in a couple of months, things are not going your way. That's all. I know that much. I don't have to be told. All right, here we go. Chip Canales says, here we go. Hey,
here we go.
That's what you've been waiting for. Traffic. Chip Canales says there's volume on the west side perimeter of 285.
Yeah, it's getting extra busy out of Smyrna Vinings right now. Eric, I-285 southbound the outer loop, starting around Atlanta Road, and then it really starts getting busy around South Cobb Drive. You're on and off the brakes until around I-20. And from there, once you get past that, it's a nice smooth ride making your way over to East Point. What's that ride look like coming out of Gwinnett County, Isabella Rodriguez?
85 northbound is crowded past 285 with those brake lights sticking with you towards Beaver Ruin Road. Delays ease up after that, but then build again on 85 northbound at Sugarloaf Parkway in Suwanee. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustSale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
You know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our Triple Team Traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is at 5.
WSB's A Grand for Gas.
From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
Some things get better with age, but not your home siding and windows. If your house is showing its age and needs a facelift, it's only going to get worse. New siding and windows are the perfect fix. Dave Baker here for my siding and window experts, Nelson Exteriors. With Nelson Exteriors, you choose the window that's right for your home and budget from many top-rated manufacturers like Anderson and MI. And Nelson is a licensed and insured James Hardy Elite Preferred Siding contractor. For unmatched quality and craftsmanship, Google Nelson Exteriors.
At Ameris Bank, we know it's never just business when it's your business. So we're here to be your partner. Whether you're launching a startup, expanding locations, or managing daily finances at your company, you can do it all with a committed financial partner on your side. Our expert business bankers are ready to empower you on your financial journey. We're Ameris Bank, and we're fiercely yours. Find your local business banker at amerisbank.com/businessbankers. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Are your floors looking tired, scratched, or just dated? You don't have to wait months for a beautiful new look. At Peach State Hardwood, you can start your flooring project in 1 week or less. With expert installation, lifetime craftsmanship warranty, and an in-house team that handles everything, from moving your furniture to cleaning up after. A stress-free home refresh is closer than you think. Peach State Hardwood. Beautiful floors, zero hassle, ready in a week. Schedule your free estimate today at peachstatehardwood.com.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Aram here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with the team that's redefined hair restoration, and don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee, 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Coming up from the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra, Delta Classical Concerts featuring Mozart's Capstone, Jupiter Symphony, and his Turkish Fifth Violin Concerto, May 14th and 15th at Symphony Hall. Tickets at aso.org.
Ever tried to hide stuff and you end up putting it next to some stuff you tried to hide last year? You might be out of room. That's an easy fix. Simply schedule a free design consultation today with a certified master artisan designer at artisancustomclosets.com and get organized.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Do you think the members of WAR get that drug for free if they need it? I think they should.
I think so, yeah. They're
not,
older.
They're not using they used to use their theme for that, didn't they?
Yeah, they use Lowrider.
Yeah. So I think for life, if any member of the band WAR needs that product, I think they should get it lifetime for free.
I interviewed one of the guys from WAR, and I asked him to sing the jingle, and he did.
Oh, very good.
I hope they own the rights to the music because they'll be paid well. That's always the issue. Who owns the rights?
Yeah, who owns the rights? But I'm sure that they wrote their own stuff, right?
They did.
So they got to have publishing rights. Somebody in the band has publishing
with
rights.
the writing.
I don't know who the main person in WAR was.
Well, I
always
can't
just
remember
see
his
them as,
name, and I interviewed
they
him.
would, strangely enough, they would always be on the Jerry Lewis telethon.
They did? Really?
I say always, or maybe it was once, and I just remember it. But I think they did Spill the Wine.
Yeah, take that.
Lonnie
Pearl.
Jordan.
Is that the main dude?
Yeah.
Didn't they do something with Eric Burden?
Yes, he was on a couple of their albums, or at least one.
All right, Greg Ross. Greg Ross. Are you worried about that asteroid that's heading toward the Earth for Monday at 5:45 p.m.?
No. I didn't even know there was another one.
No, it says this one's going to come within 56,000 miles.
It was discovered 3 days ago, Greg.
We didn't know about it a week ago. It's 50 to 100, so it'd be like a nuclear explosion wherever it hit, if it were to hit. But according to the government and all the experts, it's not going to hit. But as we were speaking of earlier, would they tell us if it was? I mean, it's Monday, for heaven's sakes. But I believe them. I believe them. You look like you don't believe them.
No,
Greg,
it's funny.
do you believe them?
It's funny. You think that people that are posting online, I'm sure people will be like, I've had worse Mondays than that. Thinking about an asteroid hitting.
It's like that'll be the new poster.
Yeah.
So what was that Garfield Mondays poster?
I don't like Mondays.
Yeah. No, that was.
Or I hate Mondays.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Right. And there's a big nuclear explosion.
I hate Mondays.
I've had worse.
I lost my job, and then we got hit by an asteroid.
Hang
what
in
a
there.
horrible. That's the one I'm thinking of. It's hanging off
That's
of a bar.
the cute little kitten hanging on a stick.
Yeah.
Hang in there.
So you're okay with it, Greg? I'm glad. I know you have your eye.
I
to the
trust
sky.
them because I think in this world you would get so much online cred if you were the one to break the news that it was going to hit that you couldn't resist.
Yeah, somebody
You have to be that person, even if you were dead in a few days. Like, I'm the one who broke the news. It reminds me of the guy, I forget his name, but he was one of the guys who predicted the financial crisis in 2008. And like every year since, he's like, another one's coming. It's bad. It's bad. And now he's done it for almost 20 years. And eventually he'll be right again. And he'll get to ride back.
That's right. If you predict that everything's going to collapse constantly, eventually you're going to be right because the market collapses from time to time. But I know the guy that you're... Yeah, I know the guy. I think I know the guy. He's like Steven something, or I think I know the guy you're talking about. And he had been predicting a collapse, I think, for like 5 or 6 years before it happened. And then it happened, and so he was a genius. He was the only one who saw it coming.
Who's the guy that predicts it all the time and it never happens? Paul Krugman?
Paul Krugman. Yeah, well, he predicts it against Trump because he hates Trump.
Oh, okay.
Is it Michael Burry?
I think that's who it is.
Oh,
it was the guy that Christian Bale played in The Big Short.
That's right. That's who it is. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. There's another guy named Steven something, I think, who also predicted it, and he's considered a genius now. And of course, you do the forensics on the collapse in 2008, was it? And that should have been obvious that it was going to happen. You know what I mean? It's not like you didn't have to be a genius to see it coming. It was just or what do they call it, irrational exuberance or whatever. And once you look at what happened, it should have been obvious to everyone that it was going to happen.
And I think Epstein was involved in getting them to convince these Congress people to to make it easier to get loans. If you look into that, if you look into that, yeah,
there's a lot.
That's why I should have known. I got that house in Cabbagetown there in Atlanta. How much money do you have to put down? Nothing.
Yep.
How much do you make? $38,000 a year. Sure, no problem.
Yeah.
Here's the mortgage. Take it. House is yours.
That should have been the red flag. I should have been the one. Everybody would come to me. I would have said, "Hey, they just sold Decker a house. It's over." Chip Canales says there's a crash on 285 in DeKalb County.
That's right. Dealing with a crash on I-285 westbound, the inner loop at I-675. That's exit 52. It's taking out one right lane. You got delays starting at Flat Shoals Parkway. Elsewhere over in Kennesaw, traffic trooper Charlie just called in a crash I-575 northbound at Barrett Parkway. That's exit 1. That's off to the right shoulder, but you're still dealing with some delays all the way back to I-75 as you're leaving Marietta and making your way into Kennesaw. What's that ride looking like over on the East Freeway coming up, Isabella Rodriguez?
It's not looking too good on I-20 eastbound in DeKalb County. Those delays start past 285 and they don't ease up until you get past Panola Road, exit 71, heading towards Stonecrest. This report is brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
There's a difference between a backyard and a space you never want to leave. At Ben Hill Renovations, they design and build outdoor living spaces that feel like your own private retreat. Custom pools, outdoor kitchens, and patios, all crafted with a level of detail that only comes from 60 years of experience.
Hey, it's Robbie with Ben Hill Renovations. Let us create the outdoor living space of your dreams that fits within your budget.
Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
Hey, listen. It's that Rick Jackson again.
Too often, criminal illegals commit sick, violent crimes. Do that when I'm governor, and you'll end up deported or departed.
Dang. I know, right?
What do you have, Sugar?
I'll take the meatloaf and Rick Jackson for governor.
He's something, ain't he?
Oh, he's tough. No tolerance for criminal illegals, no woke ideology.
No more do-nothing career politicians.
The man escaped the projects and built one of Georgia's most successful businesses. Plus, he's big-time pro-Trump. And he wants to cut our property taxes. Like for real.
Shush, y'all. Here comes the good part.
No more free rides for people who refuse to work. You want to sit on your butt, binge watch Netflix, and scarf down Cheetos? Do it with your own money.
Amen to that.
Conservative Rick Jackson for Georgia.
I just love that Cheetos part.
Paid for by Jackson for Governor, Inc.
A quote shouldn't be a suggested starting price. It should be a promise. Hi, I'm Megan with Southern Exteriors. At Southern Exteriors, we don't play games with your quote or budget. We do the homework up front, so the price you see on your agreement is the final price you pay. Choose Southern Exteriors, the team that values your trust as much as your home, and take 10% off your next project. Call 877-9-SOUTHERN or visit southernexteriors.co. That's southernexteriors.co.
You could sleep through the night without thinking twice. You could take a seat in the middle of the theater. You could drive without worry of where the next restroom is. You used to say yes, and somewhere along the way, you stopped. Not because of one big moment, because of 100 small ones. A little more urgency, one more trip to the bathroom at 2 a.m., one more mental note about where the restroom is. It happened slowly enough that it just became you. But it's not you. It's enlarged prostate. And there's a treatment called aquablation therapy, the only ultrasound-guided robotic-assisted therapy for enlarged prostate. Find an aquablation therapist near you. Call Aquablation Atlanta at 404-480-9606, 404-480-9606. That's 404-480-9606. All surgical treatments carry risks and results may vary. Side effects may include urinary symptoms, mild pain, ejaculatory dysfunction, or infection. In rare cases, complications to the urethra and rectum may occur. Aquablation therapy may not be right for everyone. Talk to your urologist to learn more. Visit aquablationatlanta.com.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
You know, as a TE certified customer, I got their 5-star customer experience and I gave them 5 stars. It's Chris Chandler with Josh Broker, owner of TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Josh, over 25,000 five-star reviews. What's your secret?
Our attention to detail and friendly technicians really set us apart. They earn those five-star reviews every day.
TE Certified, we love your home.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Southern Exteriors. Our top local story, Georgia joins the growing list of states redrawing voting maps.
I think the justices got the case right, and I think it's we're going to follow the law in the state of Georgia.
Governor Kemp on WSB today after announcing he is calling lawmakers back for a special session next month.
Lawmakers will redraw the state's political maps following a recent Supreme Court decision, but those maps won't apply until the 2028 election. The legislature's Republican majority is expected to draw maps that favor the GOP. The more pressing issue for lawmakers is a July 1st deadline to remove QR codes from ballots. Many worried that if the deadline wasn't changed, the state would have to move to paper ballots for November, something election officials warned could cause chaos. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
81 degrees in Atlanta. Do we see any rain tonight? And how cool does it get Friday morning? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. The CDC gives an update today on its response to the cruise ship hantavirus outbreak.
The message from CDC here in Atlanta?
At this moment, I want to emphasize that the risk to the general public is low.
The CDC's Dr. David Fitter says the response is going as planned.
The swift action across federal, state, and local public health. The systems and partnerships that we've built exist precisely for situations like this.
CDC has more than 100 staff actively working on the outbreak, monitoring passengers who were exposed. They're also staying in close contact with state and local health departments, including here in Atlanta, where 4 people are being monitored. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
A major ruling today in the case of a once prominent South Carolina lawyer serving time for murder.
The South Carolina Supreme Court has ruled unanimously to overturn the murder convictions and life sentence of Alec Murdaugh. The justices ruled the clerk of court involved in the case influenced the jury to find Murdaugh guilty. Murdaugh has admitted to being a thief, a liar, insurance cheat, and bad lawyer, but has adamantly denied killing his wife Maggie and youngest son Paul outside the family home in 2021.
Correspondent Jim Corsula reports Murdaugh will remain in prison after pleading guilty to financial crimes. Brookhaven police arrest 2 people in connection with the sexual abuse of a child. The arrests come after a report from the child's school and interviews with the victim.
Olga Patricia Mejia Zavala and Andres Hernandez were, in fact, responsible for the sexual abuse of this juvenile.
Lieutenant Carlos Nino with Brookhaven Police says each faces multiple charges, including trafficking, rape, child molestation, and cruelty to children. Sandy Springs Police were able to defuse a potentially volatile situation after responding to a domestic incident at the Glen Lake Apartments. Sergeant Giovanni Gomez says police were able to get the suspect, 33-year-old Dennis Carter, to surrender after barricading himself inside his apartment.
Shortly after, our negotiators were able to establish contact over the phone with Mr. Carter and convince him to come out unarmed and peacefully.
Police say Carter assaulted the mother of his child. Nearby apartments had to be evacuated for a while after police thought they heard gunshots. The Georgia DOT looks for public input into a plan to build 2 truck lanes on I-75 south of Atlanta.
The project has a nearly $3 billion price tag and would require 4 to 6 years of construction to create 2 barrier-separated truck lanes for northbound traffic.
From Macon to McDonough, 40 miles of improvements for dedicated space for commercial trucks to travel in, and we're just interested to hear from the public their feedback on our latest proposal.
The DOT's Kyle Collins says public comment will continue through May 28th. The goal is to be shovel-ready by early 2028. In Henry County, Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
The U.S. Senate unanimously advances a resolution that would suspend senators' pay during a government shutdown. It would only apply to members of the Senate and does not need to be approved by the House or signed by President Trump. It's a move that could give lawmakers a powerful incentive not to shut down federal departments over funding disputes in future years. The resolution would take effect after the midterm election. It is now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, it's live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team traffic begins with Chip Canales.
It's a steady crawl making your way into downtown as you're leaving the southern suburbs on the south side of the perimeter. 75-85 northbound, those brake lights start just after Langford Parkway. You're on and off the brakes until after John Lewis Freedom Parkway, actually North Avenue. Then same story going into Midtown. 75-85 southbound, that starts around I-20. You got delays stretched all the way back. I-75 at Northside Drive, and on I-85 all the way stretched back to Georgia 400. What's that ride looking like heading through Cobb County, Isabella Rodriguez?
Your ride is moving well on 75 northbound past 285, but you'll start to tap those brakes around Delk Road if the delays building into Kennesaw. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustSale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here is meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies for the ride home this evening. A weak cold front will pass through around midnight. It may spark up an isolated rain shower or thunderstorm, then drying out for early tomorrow morning with lows in the mid-50s. Tomorrow afternoon, sunshine, breezy, and staying cool with a high of 76. The northwest wind gusting 25 miles per hour, dropping down to the upper 40s to low 50s for Friday morning. Then temperatures trending in the other direction. Friday afternoon's highs in the low 80s, reaching the mid-80s on Saturday, and bouncing to a high of 90 degrees by Sunday.
Right now it's 80 in Sandy Springs, 81 in Woodstock, 79 in Peachtree City. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now with this hour's keyword in the WSB A Grand for Gas giveaway. This hour's keyword is King, K-I-N-G, King. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/gas for your chance to win $1,000. Again, that keyword is K-I-N-G, King. How long do you think those girls from China had to practice that whole routine that they were doing as Trump was getting off?
Were they doing his dance?
No. You could probably put YMCA to it, but it's kind of like I thought they were pom-poms at first, but it's little flags. Right? It's a whole routine, you know? And all of a sudden I'm thinking of like a warehouse somewhere, an instructor. No!
You're not doing it
You're
right.
not doing it right.
I think they had 3 hours. They build subway systems in a year.
Yeah, and they collapse in a week.
It's the same. Yeah, it doesn't matter if the dance team collapses in a week.
Right.
You just have to do it once.
All you got to do it is just once. It's getting off the plane. And then everybody else behind him.
It didn't seem as grand as the last time he was there. Remember when he went there in 2017 after he'd just been elected?
Well,
man, it was grand
Jared,
what they did.
Jared, there's a war.
That's true. That's true.
There's a war on, you moron.
It's not a war.
It's an engagement.
An incursion.
I'm just good.
Or excursion.
Words matter, Eric. It's not a war.
Yeah.
Did you know Jared came up with a name for it that I think is very clever? The Cease War. That's what we're going through in Iran. The Cease War. All right, Dr. Joe is here.
I am.
And he's got a lovely, what'd you call that, lime? Not quite lime. What is it?
Lime?
Is it pest?
Teal
Aqua.
no.
It's aqua. It's aqua.
sea foam. That is sea
foam.
Great. We'll go with
Thank
sea
you.
foam.
Greg from New York City. Eagle Eye.
Yes. Boom.
When it comes to shirts, you can't get one.
He doesn't
past
have a camera on. He just psychically knew that.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, well,
he's
takes
that
it all
good.
in. He's telepathic.
Yeah, he knew that. Yeah.
His mustache. It's the
mustache.
It picks up.
Waves.
You know, you hear like with cats with their little hairs that come out, they pick things up. That's Greg's mustache.
Their whiskers.
Greg's mustache could tell the future.
That's true. I got to rub it on your face. It's the only way to activate it.
Can you remove?
Tell me my future.
Can you remove it first and then just rub it on somebody's face and then put it back on your lip?
Well, it's got to be connected.
Well, you know, who cares about the future? That's what I say.
Maybe I like
me.
it.
I don't
be
care
scared.
about it at all.
Don't be scared. Dr. Joe, is that what you say to your victims? Don't be scared.
That's right.
Dr. Joe
Yes.
is here because it's Wednesday and he's into this wellness nonsense. And as radio people, we love a good alliterative segment. So we called it Wellness Wednesday. And so let's have some stories for Wellness Wednesday. It started out, I think before you started, Jared said, so you want to start with syphilis? I was like,
absolutely.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, researchers at Tulane University have found that syphilis cases in the United States have surged.
All right, stop for 1 second. There's no U in there. It's just syphilis.
Syphilises.
It's not syphilis.
Syphilises.
No, it's
It's
not.
syphilis?
Syphili.
It's not syphilis. It's syphilis.
Syphilis.
Thank you. Go ahead. Now try again, young man.
Researchers at
The
Tulane.
syphilis in Spain.
Falls mainly on your drain.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Yum. Go.
Researchers at Tulane University have found that syphilis cases in the U.S. have surged more than 80% since 2018.
Now remember, again, ask the second question. Where did we start, George? Before we went up 80%, how many? So did you hear the story? I know you did.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so before they say they've gone up 80% since when?
2018.
Find out what the number of cases in 2018 was, because 80% could be from, if you start at 100, right? It's not. We got 330 million people in the country. Is what I'm saying. But why would it explode? Isn't this an easy thing to get rid of?
Very easy initially, but if it goes into the tertiary stage, that's when you start going crazy.
Okay.
Yes.
So, but I mean, is it easy? Is it just hanging around with the wrong people?
Filthy people.
That's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
was it Idi Amin who had tertiary syphilis?
yeah, he started eating people. He was a cannibal.
Yeah, right. Well, the tertiary syphilis just drove him crazy, and he just. Yeah.
I think some of our
Al
founders.
Capone did.
Al Capone, that's right.
I think one or more of our founders, maybe Jefferson. Yes, George.
So in 2018, there was approximately 115,000 cases of syphilis, and we are now dealing with 207 to 209,000.
Okay, but it's significant, right?
Yeah, it's
you
enough.
See that as significant.
Be careful out there.
Wrap it up.
Yep.
Wrap it. And so, is this just people not learning about it? People don't care.
It's Jared's generation. Don't look at me. I mean, we
no,
got
Isn't it the old people at the?
down the villages,
the
right?
villages.
Yeah. That's where the numbers just skyrocketed.
The lemon parties or whatever they call them.
Yeah.
They got nothing better to do.
Yeah.
Hey, they're keeping active.
That's active. That's what active adult means
Exactly.
now. Now we
Yes,
know.
yeah.
Yes.
I'm just gonna say this: if you're in the villages, you want to wipe down that golf cart.
Yes.
I would think so. Yes.
What exactly is syphilis? Do you know? I don't know.
It's an infection. It's a bacterial infection.
Oh,
and,
okay.
Again, initially there's no symptoms, and you might just have a lesion on your
shank. Well, that's a symptom.
Yeah,
that would
but
freak
it's
me
painless,
out.
though. I guess I should say.
Okay, well, let me just say that I see anything like that down there, I'm calling.
Yeah, then you get a rash.
I'm
and
calling
fever.
doctor.
Yeah,
every doctor I know
Yeah.
immediately.
Not me though.
Are they not showing that in sex ed? Because I saw that in 7th grade. I'm like, I'm not doing that ever.
Ever. That's right.
Maybe they
I don't
stop.
think that they show what they look like as much as they used to.
Yeah.
They should. That's the best way.
Just a shot of the shank. You don't have to have the whole thing. You know,
No,
just
they had the whole thing.
The whole thing there.
What grade were you in?
7th.
Wow.
Okay, you're
Progressive.
old enough. Yeah,
It
that's
was
when-
scared that
I don't
you know what
remember
are you?
seeing it.
Yeah.
Here was the thing that made me sex adverse. They showed a birth. That in itself.
We know the cause
But we
now,
did
yes.
see that, and that was pretty graphic.
Yeah.
Oh, saw it right there in the
Natural, I know.
in the.
Didn't say it was gross.
Yeah.
Just graphic.
Did your teacher make you take notes on it? Because I remember that was the worst part. Was number one, it was a gym teacher that was teaching sex ed.
Yeah,
So
always
it was
the
gym bro.
craziest.
Always like, hey, if you're gonna be a gym, you're gonna have to teach this over here as well. They know nothing about it.
Then he made us take a test on it after watching the video, like what happened
Of the
and,
birth?
and all the
Shanker.
yes, that was part of it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, so you had to watch it in order to make sure that you knew what the heck you were talking
I'm
about.
wondering if what they showed you was. I remember that there was a TV special. At some point, it might have been like the late 70s, might have been in the 80s. It was a big deal at the time. It was like an after-school special, and they were going to they showed a live birth as a kind of
remember
teaching.
that.
Just, I didn't.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's that same
Probably,
thing
and it was
that
gross.
ended up in the schools.
I think it was because what year did you say that?
I think it was the late
released?
70s. I think it was the late 70s.
Because it seemed old to me watching. I was like, man,
Okay.
when was this
That
thing?
baby had the purple head and all that crap everywhere.
You're looking at it thinking, this baby is like 43 years old by now.
Dad's a Smurf.
All right. Well, what can people do? Just wrap it up.
Well, the problem is that if you even that, because that only covers part of the skin, you can still contact it through other contact.
So just stop having sex with dirty people.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah. You got to test.
Well, what's gonorrhea then? The difference?
There's just a different type of infection. Yeah. So, but with the syphilis, pretty easy to treat initially. But if not, it can affect your heart. It can affect your blood vessels, and it cause a stroke.
And what is that initial period of time? Like 2 weeks? I
I don't know what the incubation period is. I don't know.
Look that up, George Clark. What's the incubation period of, as Jared would put it, syphilis?
Syphilis.
Syphilis.
You're
Hey.
fooling. Don't be foolish. Avoid the syphilis.
There you go.
I bet it's
That's
years.
Yeah.
My guess would be years.
I don't know. We have our research. I thought, Jared, you were a researcher here.
Listen,
Hey,
we're a team
don't
here. We are a team.
Don't cause trouble.
I'm sorry.
Jared has to feed you the Wellness Wednesday
That's a good point. Yeah, I don't want to do everything.
It's a collab here.
It's a collab.
Okay, good.
Yeah. It's
But no, you still got to be
Biz
careful
Marquee.
because back to that. Even if you wrap it up, other parts of the skin can touch, and you can get problems.
Oh, so just stop hanging with the dirty people.
That's pretty much
You
it.
know what? Sometimes it's just okay to be alone.
Yeah, but it's okay to say, our relationship has gone to another level. Let's go both get tested. And let's make sure
should be
everything's okay.
tested.
Yes.
Everybody
Romantic.
should be tested. When
It takes a little
How
romance.
often?
Life has
Well,
risks.
if you're catting around,
Yeah.
then it should be like
That's right.
every 3 months.
Yeah, that's right. That's a great way to put it. If you're catting around,
And you can get free
even if
testing.
you're in a committed relationship, if it's a dude, be careful. Like guys out there.
Can't trust the
Yeah,
dude.
can't trust your dude.
Yeah, you can't trust men. That's something that's absolutely
She
known.
told me she was clean.
Yeah.
Best treated under a year.
Okay.
Here's the latent stage. I let George answer first. 1 to 20 years. And then the tertiary stage is 10 to 30 years.
Yeah, but what about you get the thing? You get the
shanker,
You get the shanker, and does that last for the entire 20 years?
Does
or
it
does
play
that
the sitar?
2 months. 2 months.
His daughter.
You hear that? Go get tested.
His daughter has a great voice.
I know.
It's 2 months.
Yes.
You get the sore, the painless sore, and then after that, it can go 20 years before anything else presents itself.
So like you get it, it goes away, and you think, that was weird, but
Right,
I
and
guess
then-
it's okay now.
Yeah.
Like 20 years later, you're a cannibal.
Well, if you get it when you're 50, who cares?
So I'm going to start a new relationship. It's okay. If you're going to get to that level of a relationship, go get tested.
I just think we learned something about this guy's idea of his lifespan.
Well, I mean, no, I'm
Seems
talking
to end
about
at 70.
At 70, you're not really going to be engaging in that kind of activity all the time.
Yeah, but you're going to be going crazy.
Oh, well.
Yeah, right. You'll be eating people and
There's a
stuff.
risk
You
of that
don't
anyway.
know why.
By the way, the founders, you brought that up earlier in the
Yeah.
segment. It's all a myth.
It's a myth.
We don't know
Oh,
whether or
Ben
not they
Franklin
actually.
had it.
Come on.
It says that,
Ben
that
Franklin
it's a
had
common
80
myth.
children. He
Where'd you
must
get that
have
from?
had-
The Ben Franklin Institute.org?
Yes, exactly. That's right. Propaganda. Chip Canales says there's volume on 75 in Cobb County.
That's right, and keeping an eye on that volume. I-75 northbound, that's going to be starting around Delk Road. You're on and off the brakes until around Chastain Road. Then it starts really thinning out for you as you're making your way towards Allatoona. You're also dealing with a crash out of DeKalb County, I-285 westbound, the inner loop. That exit ramp to I-675, exit 52, that's taking out one right lane. You got delays starting around Flat Shoals Parkway. What's that ride looking like over through downtown, Isabella Rodriguez?
It's a slow ride heading into Midtown with brake lights starting on 75 southbound on Northside Drive and on 85 southbound near that Georgia 400 merge. Those delays stay with you down past I-20. This report is sponsored by CummonsRecall.com. Recall 67A mobile appointments are now available in your area. They come to you quick and under an hour. Complete the recall to get $500 plus a warranty worth thousands. Schedule at CummonsRecall.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Get the WSB radio app.
This story is breaking right now.
Get notifications from your source for news.
If you have the WSB radio app, then you saw the breaking news.
Get the WSB radio app.
Don't miss a thing with the WSB app.
Download it from the App Store today.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed right here on 95.5 WSB. Chris, we're barreling through 2026, but it's still early, and that means it's still a great time to get organized in your financial life. And here's the good news for folks listening out there. Hoffman Financial Group is here to help with that, aren't we?
Yeah, so we make it simple, right? And it goes back to saving people time. Don't worry about you having to work with us. We work for you. So if you were to reach out to us, we would start with something as simple as the portfolio x-ray. Simple as far as your time that you need to provide us some data points on, but we'll take the hours and we'll apply our expertise to generate a pretty comprehensive look at your financial life. Specifically, your risk profile, the fees in your portfolio, the performance over last year, 3 years, 5 years, the last 10 years against benchmarks. We'll also stress test it. Can we go back in time and say what would have happened to your portfolio during the Great Recession or the dot-com bubble that burst or the COVID correction? It'll give you an indication of how much your money is at risk. All of those components mixed into one simple 10 to 14 page report. We'll give you a copy of it. We'll walk you through it. And as I say, I have yet to see one that didn't have 2 or 3 golden nuggets, as I call them, of opportunity for you to contemplate possibly enhancing your financial future moving forward.
Make 2026 the year you take control of your financial life with this complimentary offer from Hoffman Financial Group. There's no cost for the portfolio x-ray, and the report is yours to keep. Call 404-737-3858. That's 404-737-3858 and online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
Let's talk about that termite bond renewal notice. They're going to increase your rate again.
Not when you switch your termite protection to Breda, because we'd lock your termite rate in for 10 years.
Mark Aram here with Matt Breda from Breda Pest Management.
They're charging more and doing less. They don't even inspect inside anymore.
Breda inspects inside, and your termite rate is locked in for 10 years.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Hi, it's Dale from TrustDale.com. I've trusted America's Best Choice for more than a decade for windows, doors, siding, decks, and roofing. Their exclusive 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, protects you if something goes wrong. When you're investing in your home, don't gamble with unproven contractors. It's simply not worth the risk.
Thanks, Dale. At America's Best Choice, we deliver the best exterior solutions that provide long-term value for your home. Upgrade your home with high-quality, energy-efficient windows. Take advantage of special pricing on custom decks or choose siding, doors, and fencing that don't just look great, they're built to last. We're raising the bar in roofing, combining proven installation, premium materials, and expert craftsmanship to protect your home year after year. Spring is the busiest season for home improvement, so don't wait. Schedule your free in-home estimate now at abcwin.com and get your project on the calendar today. No pressure, no gimmicks. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
Once again, this hour's keyword in the WSB A Grand for Gas giveaway is K-I-N-G, King. Go to the WSB Radio app or WSBradio.com/gas for your chance to win $1,000. All right, ooh. Dr. Joe, he's been adjusting.
Your feet, Tim's neck, Tim's psoas.
He messed with my psoas.
Well, you can complain to HR.
Okay.
I want you to know you're in a safe space.
Oh, thank you.
Tim Andrews.
We found out about Dr. Joe's syphilis pill.
Yeah,
you know about that?
Yeah. Hey, take my powder. Syphilis powder.
Rub the powder on.
Let me put it on the shanker.
It's a Shanker supplement.
Dust.
Remember Shanker supplement?
I do.
Great
He's
actor.
great.
All right. What else you got for Joseph over here?
Are you
the adjuster, as I like to call him.
Joe, are you familiar with the looks-maxing culture? It was big in the manosphere, but now it's crossing over into the ladies.
I've heard about this. It's like the guy that cracks his own face or something.
Clavicular.
Yes.
So what is this
one
now?
guy.
It's just one guy, but
okay.
He's very famous. But now it's going to
the ladies now. Now there's this new, I guess, look called Stacy face, where AI is making women look prettier, and so they feel like they can make their face look like Stacy, who is a top-tier attractive woman.
Sounds like something like a frat guy would brag about. I gave her the old Stacy face.
Yeah.
What is Stacy face, and why Stacy? Is it based on somebody named Stacy who had a face like that, or I don't know?
It just says that you have big
George, look it
eyes, high cheekbones, small upturned nose, full lips, low body fat, and
Dr. Joe,
symmetrical face.
This is what happens when people of that age don't read. You just got a lot of time on your hands to look in the mirror and go, oh, what about that thing?
That's slightly off. Yes, I got to fix that.
Yeah.
You don't want to be a Becky, right, Dr. Joe?
I didn't know that. I didn't know about Stacy's.
No. Hold on. That's Becky Butt.
Becky
Stacy
Butt?
face.
Becky Butt. Yeah, you have to have the alliteration.
You do want Stacy face. You don't want Becky Butt.
That's fair.
I used to date a girl named Becky, and she was very, very attractive.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Becky, Rebecca.
Right, exactly.
Remember Rebecca, that character Autumn used to do?
Rebecca!
There she is. She's
Hey,
back.
guys!
She's a millennial freelance writer.
Yeah, I write for all the things. I don't make any lists anymore.
Rebecca.
Yeah, so Stacy face, what the problem is you can take your face, put it into this AI program, it makes it perfect. It cleans up the imperfections.
Should I do that?
It can change. It won't change.
It won't change?
Because you're perfect already.
Oh,
see, that's why.
That's why. Boy, you started with that seafoam shirt. Now playing with my feet.
Eric, that's not Wes Moss. That's Dr. Joe.
Times are tough here. Yeah, you know?
Shirt's not open enough.
Eddie port in the storm.
I keep every button unbuttoned at the top.
All right, yes. So Stacy Face is, again...
Well, the problem is that girls will put it into their AI, and then they'll post it on social media, and other girls are saying, oh, my God, all these girls are perfect, and I'm not.
Yeah.
So it creates unreasonable expectations.
They don't realize that that doesn't equal beauty. It equals symmetry, I know, and symmetry is going to get you more boyfriends and whatever, and that's right. It's pretty, but it doesn't equal beauty. Have you ever noticed this? When you see women in film, in movies, for instance, what makes a woman look beautiful in a movie? It's never like a Hooters girl. They are people who have some kind of flaws. They're very human, but there's something about their overall makeup that makes them more attractive than the next person.
Yes.
And I feel like these kind of things are always trying to get you to like whatever the standard cheerleader thing is. But the standard cheerleader Hooters girl is never, the really, really, really attractive. Like, even someone like Sydney Sweeney, she does not have a perfect face. She has an interesting face that has enough symmetry to be pretty, and you put it all together, and it comes out as something more, like beauty.
There's actually something online, like on TikTok, where they were showing Sydney Sweeney acting versus against somebody else in the same scene, and the other one had a lot of Botox, and Sydney Sweeney had not. And so it was really interesting to see I can actually feel her emotions in this scene because her face is moving in the way that makes me think she's sad.
Yes, that's the problem with movies now. These people don't appear to be able to be sad. All right, listen, Dr. Joe, I'm going to keep you around for one more segment, whether you like it or not. Greg Russ has to leave, I believe. Are you going to a Mets game again or something?
No, that's on Friday.
Oh, you just got some work?
Yeah. So I can join tomorrow at 6 if you want.
He sounds very terse. Very terse.
No, I figured we'd run out of time.
You're right. You're a pro.
The traffic's coming up.
All right, you're a pro. All right, Decker.
All right,
we'll
I'll
talk to you tomorrow.
Decker. Tomorrow, bye.
Chip Canales says there's volume on the downtown connection.
And there's a whole lot of it. It's a very slow ride making your way into downtown out of South Atlanta. You got a volume that's starting around right at Langford Parkway. You're on and off the brakes until after John Lewis Freedom Parkway. Also coming out of North Druid Hills and Brookhaven, looking at volume I-85 southbound. That starts around North Druid Hills Road. You're on and off the brakes until you start making your way into Midtown, and that starts clearing up once you get past North Avenue there. What's it looking like over on the West Freeway, Isabella Rodriguez?
I-20 westbound is stacked up on the west side with those delays starting out from 285 and staying heavy through Thornton Road. Expect a slow ride heading into Lithia Springs. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties and get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Spring cleaning, spring green up, and how about a spruce up to your home's paint? Ashley Frasca for Certa Pro Painters. I've trusted their team painting inside my home, and they also bring fresh color to your home's exterior. Their free estimates are detailed, easy to understand, and you get a quote right away. Be proud of your home. Trust the team I trust for the best painting in Atlanta. Schedule your free estimate at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
Each Certa Pro Painter's business is independently owned and operated. Is your financial advisor managing your risk or just a spreadsheet? Hi, I'm Jeff Jr., founder of Trajan Wealth. Many financial advisors rely on target date funds, which are one-size-fits-all portfolios that don't know your name, your family, or your goals. And that passive management can leave you dangerously exposed. At Trajan, we look at the whole picture, not just the stocks everyone else buys, but the private market opportunities most advisors ignore. And as fiduciaries, we build a strategy around you, coordinating your investments, tax strategy, and estate into one cohesive plan. Your financial life deserves more than just a generic portfolio. Real planning isn't a stack of statements. It's the confidence of knowing where your income will come from for the next 30 years. Good enough isn't good enough for your family. It's time for a change. Schedule your complimentary consultation today. Call 855-TRAJAN-1. That's 855-TRAJAN-1.
Advisory services through Trajan Wealth, LLC, an SEC registered investment advisor. Private equity investments require accreditation. Other services through Trajan Estate and Trajan Tax. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Georgia Power is here for you with quick tips to help you save on your bill this summer. Change your HVAC filter and check vents for flow. Set your thermostat at 78 for max efficiency, but every degree closer helps. Because summer savings mean more to spend on what really matters. Visit georgiapower.com for more energy-saving tips.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Atlanta's best plumbers call Deep Dive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll have your pipes working again. DeepDivePlumbing.com.
Why is Channel 2 Action News Georgia's #1 morning news? Brian Monahan and Storm Tracker 2 HD, a certified meteorologist with the most accurate forecasts and weather in a minute. Channel 2 Action News this morning, starting at 4:30.
I'm Channel 2's Karen Greer. When stories break, they unfold in real time. We have multiple reporters live in your neighborhood, so when it matters most, you know how it affects your family. Channel 2 Action News, every day at 4, 5, and 6.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top story, it's an update from the Atlanta-based CDC today on the cruise ship hantavirus outbreak.
At this moment, I want to emphasize that the risk to the general public is low.
The CDC's David Fitter says so far the response has been textbook and is working. Correspondent Ian Lee reports from Omaha, Nebraska, where 16 Americans from the cruise ship are in quarantine.
Health officials here in Omaha say the CDC will ultimately determine whether the passengers must remain at this facility or if they can complete the 42 days of isolation at home.
That's going to be driven by the nature of the exposure and what the CDC finds out.
One of the 2 passengers being treated at Emory University Hospital in Atlanta tested negative for the virus Tuesday, but is still being watched.
81 degrees in Atlanta. What day could see a low in the 40s and when it could top 90. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. State lawmakers will return to the Capitol next month for a special session, which will have a major impact on voting in Georgia. Governor Kemp's proclamation comes after a recent Supreme Court decision on Louisiana's voting maps.
The court has ruled we're following the law and the Constitution of what the Supreme Court just ruled on, and so we'll be redrawing our districts for the 2028 election.
Lawmakers will also address the state's compliance with a law to remove QR codes from ballots by July 1st. A major ruling today in a criminal case that's gotten worldwide attention. South Carolina's Supreme Court overturns the murder convictions of one-time prominent attorney Alec Murdaugh. Legal correspondent Jessica Levinson explains the court's decision.
Murdaugh had argued that he needed a new trial because of jury tampering, and specifically because of things that the court clerk said to the jury. Things like, I don't think the defense has much of a case here. Things like, just look at his body language. Apparently, she also said something to the jury along the lines of, well, this verdict shouldn't take you long.
Murdaugh was found guilty in 2023 of killing his wife and son, but he's still serving time for financial crimes. It's now easier for fine arts students to get tuition help through Georgia's Hope Scholarship.
Signed into law this week, advanced courses in the fine arts will now be included in calculations for the Hope Scholarship for Georgia schools. Georgia Music Educators Association President Andy Esserwine says students often drop out of arts classes because they have to take advanced classes in the basics to qualify.
So it's a really big win for our kids to allow them to stay in these fine arts pathways.
Students will also get a half-point bump in their representative grade points when taking rigorous classes in dance, theater, music, or visual art. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
Kevin Warsh is confirmed to be the next Federal Reserve Chairman in a mostly party line vote in the Senate today.
The ayes are 54, the nays are 45. The nomination is confirmed.
Pennsylvania's John Fetterman, the only Democrat voting for the nomination. There's been a lot of talk recently about data centers in Metro Atlanta, and a new survey finds a majority of Americans say they oppose the construction of data centers in their area. The poll from Gallup shows 7 in 10 Americans oppose the projects, and 48% of respondents say they are strongly opposed. A Cobb County deputy sheriff springs into action after finding a couple stranded in traffic and the woman in labor.
Sergeant Jamil Frazier looked inside the car and found Dakosha Chambers holding her stomach and saying her water broke on the way to Kennestone Hospital.
Seeing the traffic, am I going to have to deliver this baby on the side of the road?
Frazier turned on his emergency lights and guided the couple through congestion on Dallas Highway. Chambers says despite her panic, she wouldn't have her journey to the hospital any other way.
I wouldn't have picked that out if I had a choice to select the
that's how I give birth, but now I wouldn't change a thing.
James Jr. now shares a birthday with his father. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
It's 5:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. And triple team traffic begins with Chip Canales.
It's a full house right now over in Fulton County, I-20 eastbound. That's going to be starting around I-285. You got delays all the way stretched back way past Riverside Parkway over on the other side on the East Freeway. Looking at volume right now, I-20 westbound. That's going to be starting at I-285. Those delays are stretched all the way to Panola Road. What's that ride look like on Georgia 400 out of Sandy Springs, Isabella Rodriguez?
Georgia 400 is crowded and leaving 285 with slowdown staying with you towards Northridge Road. And after that ride smooths out towards Alpharetta, but you'll run into some more slowdowns around Windward Parkway, exit 11, heading towards Cumming. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies for the ride home this evening. A weak cold front will pass through around midnight. It may spark up an isolated rain shower or thunderstorm, then drying out for early tomorrow morning with lows in the mid-50s. Tomorrow afternoon, sunshine, breezy, and staying cool with a high of 76. The northwest wind gusting 25 miles per hour, dropping down to the upper 40s to low 50s for Friday morning. Then temperatures trending in the other direction. Friday afternoon's highs in the low 80s, reaching the mid-80s on Saturday and bouncing to a high of 90 degrees by Sunday.
Right now it's 81 in Covington, 79 in South Fulton, and 79 in Alpharetta. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Your roof has been working overtime lately. Heavy rain and severe storms have impacted our area again. So how did your roof hold up? Hey, it's Dave Baker, host of the Home Fix-It Show here. Water is your home's #1 enemy. Heavy rain and severe storms like we've had recently can expose roof leaks and lead to water damage. I recommend you schedule a free roof analysis with my roofer, Finley Roofing, the roof guys. If your roof is leaking or damaged, it's possible that you don't even see any signs yet, but you can see water inside. Look around. Check your attic, ceiling, drywall, and chimney area. Do you see dripping water, wet spots, or water streaks? If yes, think of Finley first. Finley Roofing is locally owned and operated. They always follow the golden rule to treat you right, and I trust them in my home. You can trust them too. Get peace of mind with no obligation and no charge. Schedule your free roof analysis at finleyroofing.com.
Moments last forever. Since 1982, Solomon Brothers has been Atlanta's trusted destination for engagement rings, wedding bands, and fine jewelry. With the largest selection, a price match guarantee, and one of the strongest trade-up policies available, we make buying jewelry feel personal, not pressured. Solomon Brothers Jewelers, the preferred jeweler of the Atlanta Braves. Helping Atlanta say I do since 1982. Book your private shopping experience online.
Steel Horse Law has mastered riding our Georgia roads and the twists and turns of Georgia law.
When I was a kid, my dream wasn't a mansion. It wasn't a yacht. It was a 250cc Kawasaki dirt bike sitting in the garage. That garage and that bike represented freedom. Hi, I'm Tommy Mello. At A1 Garage Door Service, we know your garage holds more than tools. It holds dreams. From repairs to upgrades, call A1 Garage Door Service today or schedule online at a1garage.com.
A1 from day one.
All right, how dare you? That's what I say.
Yeah, even this open micer was reluctant to defend me, but listen to this.
I can't believe I'm defending Jared. Eric, you've been busted. Syphilis is 3 syllables. Syphilis. Look it up.
Well, I'll take your
word
for
it.
Don't catch it. I'll take your word for it. I always thought it was syphilis. Okay, hey, listen.
Would you like to apologize?
Oh.
Yeah, I'll do the Fonzie. I'm nothing wrong with learning something every once in a while.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Autumn?
Yep.
She's waiting.
Hell yeah.
I like to include everybody, Dr. Joe.
That's very nice of you.
I'm not like I've heard about you in the office.
No.
Just mean as hell. That's what I've heard.
Exclusion.
Yes,
hey, why don't you shut up in there?
All right. You got another story for Dr. Joe? First of all, Dr. Joe, tell people how they can get more Dr.
Yes, Sunday night, right here, 8 to 10, have the Dr. Joe Show. Love to have you tune in. We answer health questions. We'll take your calls. If you have a health question, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, drjoe.com. You can email me. I will answer your questions personally. And if you want to make an appointment, of course, we have offices in Marietta, Duluth, and Stockbridge. drjoe.com.
Go ahead. We lost on them.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. You all right there, Otto? She fell off her chair?
All the king's horses and all the king's men are on their way. Did you finish the whole thing?
Follow me on social media, Dr. Joe Esposito. We have about 1 million followers. I post twice a day.
Without the bragging.
Well, you said that.
And I heard that. And I heard the. You hear the little dig in there, right? The little dig. The little. I take your calls. You know. Little dig at me.
Not like this crappy show. I'll answer that talk to you.
All right. What you got?
All right. There's a new TikTok trend called colon hydrotherapy, or colon. It's basically just colon cleansing, and it's gained a lot of popularity on TikTok. Dr. Joe,
Doesn't this get? I remember.
This is cyclical.
It's cyclical.
Yes.
Like every 10, 12 years, this
you did
becomes
it on your
thing.
old show.
Yeah, I didn't.
No, but the other guys did.
Yeah, I wasn't going to sit down that thing.
He did one?
Yeah.
On live?
No, I don't know if it was.
No, they went and got it done.
Oh, okay.
But I remember going and seeing that thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm not sitting on it.
Yeah, you kind of straddle a thing like a.
What if the suction is too much?
Well, it's not the suction. It just pushes water
pushes
in.
Oh,
and then pressure releases, and then you flush out.
And so, first of all, it seems like maybe that might be good to do once a year or something. I don't know. It seems like you don't want everything to be clean all the time.
Well, that's a very smart point. Because
no, I mean, remember who was it? That guy, Admiral Stockton, in that debate. He said, "You don't."
Stockdale.
Stockdale.
Yeah.
Was that his name? Yeah. Ross Perot's guy.
Yeah.
What am I here? He was talking about the climate, and he said something about like. Purify the lake and you kill the lily pads or something like that. You know, and that's what I'm getting
Well, that's
at.
absolutely right, because you have microbiome, bacteria in your colon. If you keep flushing it out, that's your immune system. That affects the brain. It affects your mood. So you don't want to clean it out. It's okay to clean out periodically, but you need to rebuild the microbiome.
Doesn't it clean itself?
Well, some people are constipated.
John Wayne, don't want to bring it up
right.
again.
You know, Elvis. I'm
died
sorry.
with 40 pounds of fecal matter.
That's going to be Tim.
In his system.
No, I have no problem.
Okay.
But what is the best way to make sure, in a family-friendly way, that when you're letting that stuff, when you're dropping dropping them down there, is the kids in the lake? Is that what the kids say?
Kids at the pool.
Kids at the pool, yeah.
Mine's like it's raining in the pool.
Well, that's not
Thank
good
you
either.
for that visual, appreciate it. What is it? It's about diet. Is a lot of fiber you want.
Fiber
That's
is
the
the key.
best kind of way to be as
Yes,
clean as
absolutely.
nature will make you, right?
Yes, yeah. Now, you could have some genetic things. Some people take those GLP-1s and they get gastroparesis.
What's that?
The colon kind of becomes paralyzed partially. So you
Ooh.
kind of got to, then you might need something like a stimulant, a prune, or of
really?
course we have a supplement
prune.
for that. Yeah,
A
a prune. Or
Hey, eat a prune. Hey, do prunes work?
Yes, prunes work. Yeah, they have an
Because
acid in them that irritates the bowels.
That's better probably than so
Commercial laxative, yeah.
So your bowels are tripping? Is that what you're saying?
That's what, yeah.
Prunes are great. Do you eat prunes?
I like Dr. Pepper.
Nah, just get some. They're like giant raisins.
No, I know. I realize that. I think that at my age, I should be probably putting that into my diet.
Well, as long as you're going once or twice a day, quick and smooth, no problem. Of course, using a bidet, of course, is my recommendations.
Oh, what am I going to go out and get? I just paid a bunch of money for a new driveway.
$30 at Home Depot
they're
for
easy.
a bidet. You hook it right onto your toilet.
No, it's cold. That's cold water.
Well, about
Okay.
$300
You have to
for
get.
the one
It's
ones.
really not that expensive.
Yeah.
All right.
I have one, so you know it's not
they're
that
great.
That's true.
She found it in a dumpster.
Used.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I just spent
Still
a bunch of
works.
money on a new driveway, so
Okay.
I can't park my car in my driveway for 5 days.
I'll have to come by and see it. I'm
come
up
on
in
by.
Roswell.
What's
It's
rich?
a-
Keep
right-
getting richer.
Right. Well, my driveway was. Woo.
What's
it
more
was trouble.
important, your cars in your driveway or your colon?
Yeah, that's
What's
right.
more important?
The cars in my car.
Oh, well, that explains a lot then, yeah.
You go out and tar it, the driveway after
Or your
you
colon.
do you go out and tar it? Put the tar
No,
on
I want it to be white. I want it to be. Most of my neighbors have that like real white,
Oh,
so I
yeah,
want to
fancy.
be like that. Why would I want to tar it? Why do I want
People
it to
used
be
to
like a
do that. They'd
tarmac?
go out and put tar on their
Well, now we have
driveways.
cement, good
Yeah,
cement.
they used to be made of asphalt.
Having a black driveway is cool. It can be cool.
Yeah.
Well,
It's a choice.
With
Well, not in
my
Roswell.
house, which is dark
White.
Dark. No,
Typical.
it's no. I'm just saying my house is called the Batman house by the neighbors because it's very, very dark. It's dark gray with black shutters. So if I had a black driveway, driveway. Like, hey, do not come
Like
near
the
this
monsters
house.
live there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
don't let
so-
you. Yeah.
Why did you choose those dark colors?
I have explained this before. It was because it wasn't by we didn't plan it that way. What happened was we were gonna get brighter shutters, and then we put them on the back of the house first, and it went really well with the new deck and the color back there. And I think what happened was it was a mistake. We got the black shutters by mistake, but then they looked good on the back of the house. And we're like, okay, well, let's just do this. And then the whole house together, it's cool. I think it looks cool. I think the neighbors think it looks cool because they can go, hey, that's the Batman house.
That's right.
Where the crazy guy lives.
It's very easy to find you.
You got one more quick one for Dr. Joe?
Apparently, there is a new study that's come out that says that explains why people are mosquito magnets. This is according to the press rundown. It used to be
because they're bad people.
Exactly. The mosquitoes know. They
Yeah.
know. Well, it used to be like people thought it was your blood type. People
Right.
thought it was your eye color. I know that when I'm with Tina, my wife, she gets bit all the time by mosquitoes. I never get bit.
I get bit quite
I
a
get
bit.
chomped up.
Yeah. So
Yeah, me too.
I
You're
just try to sit
sweet like
outside.
the rest of us, yeah.
I try to sit outside, do my prep or whatever, and I have my ankles.
Oh,
are
yeah,
like,
it's just
"Dang,
horrible, yeah.
bud."
It is mosquito season.
Well,
now,
what
too.
I do is I plant flowers to attract dragonflies, which eats the mosquitoes.
Yes.
Wow. Now, see,
But
you're
don't
working.
dragonflies need water? They need like a
I
water
have a stream in
source.
my backyard, too. So.
There you go.
I
Oh,
bought
I have
the
a
fake
stream.
ones on
Yes,
TikTok.
you have a stream. So
I have a stream.
plant some flowers that attract dragonflies. And
What
leave
other
them
flowers that attract?
You got to look them up.
Ferns.
Milkweed, a couple of them.
Milkweed. Wow.
Ferns repel them. Ferns repel mosquitoes.
Mint
All
chase
right,
them.
let's do
Garlic.
that.
Yeah.
George?
So what is the thing that makes people get chomped on?
Oh, that's
No,
right.
Good point.
Carbon
Good
dioxide
question.
we exhale, and beer drinkers exhale a lot different carbon dioxide, so they get eaten more by mosquitoes.
And that's
Not true. I drink it all the time, and I never get eaten alive by mosquitoes.
Well, then this story's wrong.
They don't,
Thank
they don't
you.
like
You,
to have
hey,
any
that is called
blood.
Dr. Joe. Do not play into that. That is called anecdotal evidence.
Right.
Of course, there are going to be exceptions that prove the rule.
Yeah,
And
correlation.
believe me,
And I'm happy.
You are the exception that proves the rule. I don't even know what that
I am
means.
a big beer drinker, and I can tell you the mosquitoes. If I'm with, like, again, my wife, poor
Uh-huh.
thing, she gets eaten alive. She has to bring the cutter spray with her everywhere
Yep.
because
So
she
they
gets
can,
eaten alive.
as I think I read this, is like so you're breathing out,
Right.
and they can be like a mile away or something, and they
far-
detect
yeah,
it. It's like half a mile away,
Yep.
and they can detect it.
Yep, somebody's there. Woohoo!
They
Yep.
head that way. What a life!
Don't they detect your heart beating for the blood? That's what they want, is your blood.
Well, it says they can't smell the blood. I don't think.
I
What
think
are-
this article
Sealed in,
is
Yeah.
not accurate.
I want to
Baloney.
know this. I think what are mosquitoes good for?
You know, it's one of those things we don't have
Outside
a purpose.
bats want to eat them, but they'd find something else.
Yeah, exactly. They
Frogs.
can moths or something. Yeah, frogs, fish,
Yeah.
or something. I don't know.
The dragonflies.
The dragonflies. Somebody's got to feed the dragonflies.
Dragonflies are cool, but they're weird.
Yeah.
They're dinosaurs. They used to be like as big as cars.
Really?
That's what we need. One of them. Just
Yeah.
clean out the whole backyard.
Like when there was a bunch of
That's what we-
oxygen in the air and everything was huge.
That's what I want to see on Peachtree. I saw another Waymo confused trying to get out of SCAD.
It is tough.
There was like 5 cars behind it. I was just like, can we get rid of these things? There's no need for them. There's no need
There's
for these.
so many down here.
It's ridiculous.
Any point you could look and see 5 of them.
Like there
Yeah.
aren't enough cars on Peachtree.
Right. Yeah.
Get them out of here. Right, Dr. Joe?
Yeah,
Get
that's
'em
us
outta
old
here.
guys. We can complain about
I
that.
don't mean to be political, but
Eric,
they need to go home.
the first time you ride in one, your mind will be changed.
No, it will
How
not.
It's a
customizable
car.
it is. Well, it's nice. It's a nice car on the inside.
I don't
It's
like to ride in
customizable.
Wow,
back
look at this
seat.
car.
Hey, it's great.
It's great. It's.
I gotta take. Hey, listen. Speaking of
What?
cars, I gotta go to traffic.
What?
As you know already, I have cars in the wrong place, so I need help from Chip Canales. Chip says it's a full house on the connector.
The bumper-to-bumper brake light battle continues out of South Atlanta, making your way into downtown 7585 northbound. It's going to start just after Langford Parkway. You're on and off the brakes until after John Lewis Freedom Parkway as you're making your way into Midtown. It's the same story. I-7585 southbound. On I-75, you got delays stretched all the way past Howell Mill Road, and on I-85, well past Georgia 400, creeping up to North Druid Hills Road. What's the ride like coming out of Gwinnett County, Isabella Rodriguez?
On 85 northbound, expect a busy ride after 285. Those slowdowns carrying you up towards Beaver Ruin Road. Those things loosen up past there, but the traffic starts to bunch up again around Sugarloaf Parkway in Swanee. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Mark Arum.
Like in a movie, I could see that being a thing, like where the world leaders get on a call and be like, all right, let's just...
the final episode of Diplomat.
Getting you through your morning.
Exactly. Like, let's just divide up the world.
Mark Arum.
Trump, you get the Western Hemisphere. China, you get Asia. And Europe goes to Putin.
Mark Arum.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Attention homeowners, your house is leaking money right now. It's not your roof, it's your windows. Old, inefficient windows can cost you thousands and thousands every single year in wasted energy. Hey, it's Ray, founder of Window Comfort, where better windows mean better views and better pricing. And this spring, we're making it easier than ever to fix. Right now, we're doing for a limited time, buy 2 windows, get 2 windows free, free installation, and no payments until 2028. No pressure, no games, just factory direct windows at real numbers. Built to perform and designed to last. So instead of losing money every single month, you'll upgrade once and you'll start saving forever. So go to windowcomfort.com and schedule your no pressure estimate today.
Better prices, better views. Window Comfort, meant just for you. Window Comfort.
Patrick was way behind on his IRS taxes.
I was in way over my head. The total amount ended up being somewhere just over $30,000. $30,000.
Then the IRS came to collect.
Started getting letter after letter. A lien had been filed against me. They were going to basically hang me completely out to dry.
He had to do something.
That's when I reached out to Optima Tax Relief.
Patrick's life quickly got a lot easier.
It was very easy, pretty much hands off. They picked up the ball and ran with it.
And how'd it go?
I couldn't believe it. I had to ask 2 or 3 times. I saved an incredible amount of money.
How does Patrick feel about Optima?
Couldn't be happier. They definitely helped me. Optima Tax Relief, the best place to call. They're the best in the business.
Do what Patrick did and call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. Optima Tax Relief. Testimonial from an actual client. Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
EMC Security.
Our video doorbells are handy for seeing when packages are delivered or when the kids come home or even checking to see who is at the door. But what about when something more serious happens, like a break-in or fire? That's when you need a monitored security system. At EMC Security, we've been protecting Georgians for almost 30 years. Still locally owned and still no contracts.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
No hot water, leak, or clog slowing you down? At Moncrief Ace Hardware Home Services, we bring helpful to the home with same-day water heater service and reliable plumbing repairs. Bring comfort back to your home. Local folks, straight answers. Powered by Ace Hardware. MoncriefAir.com.
So, how much did they raise the price of your termite bond renewal this time? Switch to Breda Pest Management and your termite rate is locked in for 10 years.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Man, I love this place. I've been surfing here since I was a kid. Now, seeing my grandson out on the water, it means everything to me. Watching him and taking in the blue waves, the sea breeze, the blurry horizon.
If you have geographic atrophy, or GA, subtle changes in vision could mean it's progressing toward irreversible vision loss. Izervay is proven to slow GA progression and could help preserve your vision for longer, so you may keep seeing the world around you. Izervay, or avacincaptad pegol, is an eye injection. Don't take it if you have an infection or active swelling in or around your eye. Izervay can cause eye infection, retinal detachment, or increased risk of wet AMD. Izervay may cause blood in the white of the eye, blurred vision, or a temporary increase in eye pressure. Do not drive or use machinery until vision has recovered after an eye injection or exam. Ask your retina specialist how you can slow your GA with Izervay. To learn more, call 1-855-IZERVAY or go to izervay.com. Paid for by Astellas Pharma.
Spring has sprung, and you know what that means. Time to get on top of those home improvement to-do lists. Hey, it's Mark Arum here. If your roof is on your home improvement list, you can't go wrong with my pals at Dr. Roof. After 38 years of service, they are the trusted name in Atlanta for a roof that will last a lifetime. Up to a 40-year labor warranty. Consumer Choice Award winner 20 years in a row. Yes, amazing service. Online at drroof.com.
We have to. Now, the people at Secret Atlanta got to know. We do a lot of their stories because Jared is Atlanta's #1 cheerleader. And Secret Atlanta is all about pumping up Atlanta. Now, my guess is there's like a Secret Chicago. And is there? I
think there is.
I assume. But this is the longest headline I've read in a very long time. Exclusive. North America's most ambitious indoor adrenaline park is opening in Atlanta this June. Could be AI because there's that, what do you call that thing? The M-dash. With a 35-foot mega slide tower, a massive 40-foot drop tower, and 20-plus attractions, rides, and obstacles. That's the headlines. And I delivered that wrong. 20-plus attractions, rides, and obstacle courses. All right. So this is indoor. It's going to be over. It sounds like where Delco used to be.
Yeah, it's right over there
next to the pawn shop.
Off of Spaghetti Junction.
Is it next to the pawn shop?
There's a pawn shop across the street, and then there's like a tire place. And
perfect location.
Yeah. Get your tires.
I don't want to listen. Yeah, get your tires.
Subway's over there too.
No, what you do, you pawn something, and then you got enough money to get some tires, and then maybe have an adrenaline boost.
So you don't feel bad that you just pawned your wife's ring.
Yeah. So I gotta say, looking at this picture, maybe it'll be great.
Are there slides?
It's gonna be called Thrills Atlanta, but that does not.
Is it for kids?
Maybe it's not done. I think it's for kids.
I think it's for both kids and adults.
Yeah.
Adult kids.
They're just called
I guess you could bring your
now.
kids.
It says here, think carnival meets amusement park, meets indoor trampoline park, meets nostalgic indoor playground.
All right.
And then supersize it.
Is this a press release?
Yeah, basically. It feels like it.
I don't know. It looks kind of, I got to say, now I'm not, it looks a little janky. I don't know. It looks like, hey, yeah.
Where is it? Chambly?
No. So Spaghetti Junction.
Yeah, I think Spaghetti Junction just north of it.
By the pawn shop. Come on.
Well, there's pawn shops in Chambly.
I don't know. It's just, it's a weird place to take your kids there, like at a place near like Spaghetti Junction.
Yeah.
I mean, nobody thinks of that area. I think of that area as, you go through there to get to other places.
It's kind of
not like hey, stop down.
It's kind of a dead zone over there if you think about it. There's not a lot going on, so at least they get that.
They got a pawn shop. Listen, when
they
you
have
see
an old hotel that just looks at you.
when you see that there's a pawn shop, you just know, okay, this is a thriving neighborhood.
Yep.
This neighborhood is going places.
Well,
maybe they're going in that direction, and I should back off. This is like the beginning of like an anchor store at a mall.
You know what? Maybe we talk to the boss and see if we can do a Von Hessler Dr. Remote out there.
I will tell you this: they need to learn from Putt Shack, which I didn't think was going to be around for more than 6 months. They're still around. How long now? Has it been almost 10 years?
It's been up there.
And what did Putt Shack do when they opened up?
They invited me.
They invited Atlanta's #1 influencer, Jared Yamamoto. Listen, Thrills Atlanta, Thrills with a Z. Don't make that mistake. If you want to be the next Putt Shack, you got to call in Atlanta's #1 influencer, Jared Yamamoto. Chip Canales says it's crowded on 285.
A lot of extra company if you're leaving Doraville and making your way into Clarkston, I-285 southbound, the inner loop around I-85. You start seeing the brake lights there. You're on and off the brakes till you reach around Memorial Drive. Then it starts clearing up a little bit better as you're making your way towards I-20. Elsewhere out of Sandy Springs, Georgia 400 northbound, just after Abernathy Road, you got volume and brake lights starting to glow. And once you get past that, then it starts a nice, easy ride making your way into Roswell. What's that ride like heading into Cobb County, Isabella Rodriguez?
Your ride is moving pretty well on 75 northbound as you head past 285, but that changes once you get closer to Delk Road. From there, you'll start tapping the brakes with delays building through Marietta and slowing your way as you make your way towards Kennesaw. This report is brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. From the Trustdale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
It's Katie Kiley for my good friends at D. Geller & Son Jewelers, Atlanta's engagement ring and wedding band destination. generation since 1939. D. Geller handpicks diamonds that just shine brighter. Their value can't be beat, and there's an unbelievable selection of engagement rings and wedding bands. From classic to modern styles to off the wall, because you like what you like, so get what you want. D. Geller's been jewelers for generations, and they can bring your dream to life with full custom abilities. They've done it several times for me. If you're getting engaged, they make shopping for diamonds super easy with Atlanta's best staff of trained gemologists. Tell them what matters to you, and they'll work to get you the best value. Already engaged? Well, it's the perfect time then to find its perfect wedding band match. Try on as many as you like, stack them up, make it personal with birthstones, or design a truly custom piece. Come see Atlanta's most trusted jeweler since 1939, D. Geller & Son in Kennesaw and Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
Castile Plumbing and Electrical knows that when spring showers are coming down so hard it seems like Mother Nature traded out cats and dogs for lions and bears, you'll be glad you called us to clear your block drains and prevent dangerous power surges so your home can stay safe and comfortable. Plus, with Castile's same-day water heater installs and repairs with no emergency service fees, we work fast to ensure you have all the plumbing and electrical help you need. So book CastileAir.com now and enjoy the comfort of your home without worrying about whatever kind of zoo that's coming down out there.
You always remember a home service company that's friendly and thorough. That's 100% the experience I had when CertaPro painters came to my home to look at our white ceilings that just needed a facelift. Ashley Frasca here to tell you that their process is hassle-free and they get the job done right with pride in their work. Things are looking up at the Frasca House thanks to CertaPro painters. Schedule your free estimate online at CertaPro.com. That's Certa with a C.
Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated.
News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top local story, Georgia is about to jump into the redistricting battle.
We'll be redrawing our districts for the 2028 election.
Governor Kemp is ordering state lawmakers back to the Capitol for a special session next month.
The governor's special session proclamation comes after a recent Supreme Court decision on Louisiana's congressional maps. Because primary voting is already underway, the new maps lawmakers will draw won't come into play until 2028. Legislators will also address the state's compliance with a law to remove QR codes from ballots by July 1st of this year. Several bills to address the deadline failed to pass before sine die in April. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
81 degrees in Atlanta after falling into the upper 40s Friday morning. How much does it warm up over the weekend? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Doctors from 5 World Cup host sites, including Atlanta, are planning how to guard the public health this summer. Let's get a live update now from WSB's Veronica Waters.
Bill, Atlanta's 9 World Cup games are in the humidity of June and July. So Dr. Marcus Plesha, director of Fulton County's Board of Health, says the city will set up cooling stations to battle heat illness. The biggest lift, he says, is environmental health and food safety.
We will inspect the food vendors at the World Cup events every single day to make sure that they're compliant with various sanitation and public health regulations.
Plesha notes lower vaccination rates to common illnesses like measles create a risk, but CDC is helping monitor for potential outbreaks of anything in other countries. Reporting live, Veronica Waters, 95.5 WSB.
An update from the Atlanta-based CDC today on the cruise ship hantavirus outbreak.
At this moment, I want to emphasize that the risk to the general public is low.
The CDC's David Fitter says so far the response has been textbook and is working.
CDC activated our emergency response in Atlanta immediately and has more than 100 staff actively working on this response.
He says the role now is to continue to monitor cruise ship passengers who were exposed and communicate with state and local health authorities. The father of a Campbell High School student gets a warrant for the school's principal following an incident during an ICE protest earlier this year. Here's a report all new at 6 o'clock.
Suri Chada Jimenez is not only the father of Campbell High School 10th grader Suri III, he's also a criminal defense attorney. So he got an arrest warrant for Paul Gillihan, the principal, after learning of an incident where his son was allegedly grabbed, shoved against a wall, and
I tried to walk away, but he yanked me back by my backpack.
Dad says it could have been a learning experience.
It could have been an in-school suspension. They could have been given an assignment. Hey, this is Georgia. This is home of peaceful protest. You know what? I need you to do a book report.
In a statement, the district says it's standing firmly behind Principal Gillihan. Michelle Wright, 95.5 WSB.
His case has been the subject of podcasts, books, and documentaries. The South Carolina Supreme Court overturns the murder convictions and life sentence for Alec Murdaugh in the in the deaths of his wife and son. South Carolina Attorney General Alan Wilson says the federal financial convictions still stand.
He received a concurrent 40-year sentence in addition to the state's charges. So Alec Murdaugh will not be getting out of prison for several decades.
Wilson says he intends to seek a speedy retrial in the murder case. The state Supreme Court finds a court clerk influenced the murder trial by suggesting to jurors Murdaugh might lie while testifying in his own defense. The Georgia DOT asked for public input as they look to build 2 dedicated truck lanes on I-75 North between Macon and McDonough, but it's going to take some time.
Late 2027, maybe early 2028, we will potentially see some activity. This would be a 4 to 6 year projection to actually get it built for this 40-mile corridor.
GDOT's Kyle Collins says the project has a $2.7 billion price tag, but relatively little taxpayer dollars are involved. WSB scam alert. The Georgia Department of Public Safety warns about a text scam going around. If you get a text from the Georgia State Patrol about outstanding violations or fines tied to your car, make sure to report it as a spam. GSP will never message someone through a text about these kind of issues. It is 6:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Chip Canales.
Not an easy ride leaving Smyrna Vinings right now, right by I-75, I-285 southbound. You got the volume starting around West Paces Ferry Road, and that's on and off the brakes all the way down to I-20. Once you get past I-20, it starts breaking up a little bit, then it picks up again around Cascade Road all the way to Langford Parkway. What's that ride looking like on the East Freeway, Isabella Rodriguez?
I-20 eastbound is heavy through DeKalb County with slowdowns picking up after 285. You'll stay on the brakes through Panola Road, exit 71, before things finally start to open up heading towards Stonecrest. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official air conditioning of Atlanta. Here is meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Fair skies for the ride home this evening. A weak cold front will pass through around midnight. It may spark up an isolated rain shower or thunderstorm, then drying out for early tomorrow morning with lows in the mid-50s. Tomorrow afternoon, sunshine, breezy, and staying cool with a high of 76. The northwest wind gusting 25 miles per hour, dropping down to the upper 40s to low 50s for Friday morning. Then temperatures trending in the other direction. Friday afternoon's highs in the low 80s, reaching the mid-80s on Saturday and bouncing to a high of 90 degrees by Sunday.
79 in Marietta, 80 in Sewanee, and 78 in Locust Grove. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
That's correct, Caiaccio. Sorry, I was a little late there. Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. You know, this happened a couple of nights ago. You're seeing all this hype because we're getting close to Colbert's last show. And I find all of this to be obnoxious. Even, you know, there are a lot of reasons that Colbert could have lost that show. One is it cost a lot of money. It cost a lot of money. And who's taking it over? Byron Allen?
Yeah, Comics Unleashed.
Yeah, what did Norm Macdonald say about that show?
Couldn't have been more leashed.
I've never seen comedians more leashed. But and it's the full hour, so it's going to be 2 different shows, I think, or the first hour will be 2 episodes of that Comics Unleashed, and then another hour. But you go from spending what, like, I don't know why he made $20 million. He's probably got 14 writers, you know, whatever, all of that. You go from that to Byron Allen, who was on what, Real People, or That's Incredible?
He was on Real People, but then he kind of created his own media.
Yeah, his whole thing. But his whole thing is he goes and gets the advertisers.
Yeah.
So he basically just takes over the thing. It doesn't cost them anything. He gets the advertisers. It's all on him to get the advertisers. So they're going to save an amazing amount of money. Now, was the Trump thing and CBS and the way that they've been kind of weird, but the Barry Weiss stuff, did that have something to do with it? Were politics involved? I think certainly they were considered. But this whole thing where Jimmy Fallon and Jimmy Kimmel have decided that they'll go dark that night so that people watch Colbert. Look, if Colbert had been on the air for 30 years, I could understand that sort of thing. You know, right? I was like, hey, you know what? A legend is having his last show tonight. We want to, out of respect,
Yeah, Colbert's had, what, 12?
11 or 12.
Yeah, and he's had, they just just like all of them, they get like between 2 and 3 million people a night or something like that. It's not a huge thing. But this is more of what I was talking about when all of this broke, which is, when Jimmy Kimmel kept, coming into the crosshairs of the Trump administration. It's like, I think this is what's killing late night television. And going over it again, the way that this started was there was morning television, the Today Show. And the idea was when you wake up in the morning, you want to know what's going on. You want information. You want to know, hey, what happened overnight? What's going on in politics? All of this stuff. You're siphoning in information. It's the new day. And you want to have a successful day. So you want to be informed on everything. And then some years later, and then they started The Tonight Show. Completely different sort of vibe. This is as you're going to sleep. This is kind of some jokes, some entertainment, some serious stuff, an author. It was a lot more in-depth back then than it is now. It wasn't as shallow as it is now. You get hey, Truman Capote's here to talk about In Cold Blood.
Carson was 90 minutes, so he had plenty of time to do interviews and expansive discussions.
Couple of political jokes in the monologue. But I don't think that people, by and large, want to end their evening with resistance television. No matter whether it's valid or even if they agree with it. I think people want to end. I think that they were right in the beginning. So this is the latest move they've done, didn't they? So they were all on. They were all on Colbert. So it was
Fallon and Kimmel.
It was Fallon, Kimmel, the guy from HBO,
Jon Stewart, right?
John Oliver.
John Oliver.
That's right.
And I think more than that because
Seth Meyers.
Seth Meyers, right?
Boy, he's entertaining.
Jon Stewart was not there for some reason, and that's why they used him in this punchline, right? But I find that this whole thing that we're a team. No, you're not. You're supposed to be competing against each other. You can be friends. I mean, we all have friends in radio that we compete with. We always have, right? But you don't.
Letterman wasn't on Leno every other week.
Yeah, they wanted to beat each other. And so this whole thing of we're all together, we're standing together, I think is annoying.
The five of us being here right now, obviously it's dangerous because we represent so much of later. Jon Stewart is designated survivor tonight. Someone has to. Someone has to survive for the president to be mad at.
It's fine. It's funny. I'm not saying it's not funny. I'm just saying that it's annoying that late night television became so political. And so it's the wrong lane, in my opinion. It's the wrong. Look at a show like mine. I'm on drive time in Atlanta, Georgia on WSB. And for the last 3 or 4 years, I have been trying to make the show less political. Now, this is the lane to get more political. And the late night guys have just decided that they're going to take up the banner for the little guy. Should somebody take up the banner for resistance and all that? Absolutely. I'm not, people know my feelings about this administration. But yet on this show, on WSB, I try to kind of keep that limited because I think people are just kind of exhausted with it. And they want to have fun, current events, that kind of thing. But it's interesting to me that late night has decided that they're purely political and they're standing together in resistance. Okay, I hope it makes you feel good. You're all vastly wealthy already, but I don't think it's building audience.
Yeah, how long do you think it's going to last? How long do you think that model is going to last?
I think it's
failing right now.
It's failing because if you get away from, and there were I believe that there were some political considerations with Colbert, but I also think the fact that it costs so much money. We do this show every day. We don't have 14 writers. That costs a lot of money. And then so you look, and what happens, this is what happens, that the monologues, the opening monologues, quite often, when I was paying attention, when all this I was kind of interested in Colbert in the beginning, coming out, like, what's that going to be like? Quite often, each of them are paying for 14 or whatever writers, and you listen to the monologues, and on certain nights, the jokes will be almost exactly the same in the different monologues about what Trump did today or what Trump said today. So now you're just going with your favorite haircut. You're going to get the, and Fallon, he tries to be a little goofier, but he got shamed. Remember? He got shamed into getting into this lane. Like, you're not political enough. And he should have stayed the other way. It was never my cup of tea, but it was goofy and it was variety and all that.
He could have kept it. He could have been number one just because he was a release valve for the day.
Yeah. There was nothing wrong with him saying to Donald Trump, can I put my hands through your hair? That's funny. His hair is
Was this after he won? Because Colbert had him on before he won in 2015 and was saying, I like you. I think you're the best one of the
really?
Yeah.
Well, Colbert was very confused at the very beginning. He didn't know. He was about to get the axe very early. And then he got into the resistance thing, which in a niche thing, I guess he would win. I think he would win out of all of them most of the nights.
Yeah, he had a good streak
but
there.
But winning was 3.5 million people. And we went over this before where, it's a different world. I know it's a different world, but still, Johnny was getting at the peak 20 million a night. And even when he was going downhill, Johnny Carson was getting like 7-8 million a night. And it was a different world, not as many choices. I get that. But I really think that this is a mistake on the part of all of these late night hosts. And I think they're ruining the idea of what, and what's going to happen is somewhere down the line, not that it matters again because people don't care about network TV anymore, but you're going to go back to what it used to be. It's going to be like reruns, the NBC Tuesday night movie, that kind of thing, because it's cheaper. And if you're going to spend a bunch of money on something, you want to get a return, unless it's AI, apparently. People who invest in AI apparently want no return. But other than that, you want a return. And I think they're niching themselves out. And I think it's a mistake. But, what it makes them feel like do they think they're martyrs or something?
It feels like that.
There's no replacement audience. There used to be replacement audiences. Every generation would creep in and watch these shows.
Yeah.
There's none.
It's like when you become too attached to your times, right? Like we talk about SCTV a lot because it was quite an influence on both of us. I know it was a huge influence on me. But you can't take young people and say, hey, watch SCTV. You'd have to pick a few things because they were so current.
Right.
And they were so topical that Jared wouldn't know probably 75% of the people that they were mocking because they're mocking them in 1978. And in a way, I feel like late night television, if it gets too political, like you go to like even in music, doesn't everybody love Sweet Home Alabama? But is the Watergate line always like, well, Watergate does not. It's like,
the Strait of Hormuz doesn't bother me.
Exactly. You pin yourself to a time. And I just don't think late night as the resistance is, even though I believe in a resistance and I'm not a fan of the administration, I just think that it's not good. Sometimes people just need some jokes before they go to bed. Chip Canales says the brake lights are really bright, leaving DeKalb on 85.
That's right. It's the Atlanta pastime right now of stop-and-go traffic. I-85 at I-285 at Spaghetti Junction. Stop-and-go traffic going to I-85 northbound, starting around I-285, and that ends around Indian Trail Road. From there, it's a nice, smooth ride making your way into Duluth. But right now, over in the West Atlanta, you got a new crash. I-20 eastbound, Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard, exit 55. That's knocking out one left lane as you're approaching the downtown connector. You got delays starting all the way back to Holmes Drive. What about that ride in Georgia 400 southbound making your way into Buckhead, Isabella Rodriguez?
Georgia 400 southbound is slow right now, leaving 285 out from Sandy Springs, and those delays don't really ease up until you get closer to Lenox Road. The traffic then builds again, heading into Midtown with slowdowns on 85 southbound near that Georgia 400 merge and on 75 southbound around Northside Drive. This report is sponsored by Georgia Aquarium and World of Coca-Cola. From incredible animals to an iconic brand, explore it all at Georgia Aquarium and World of Coca-Cola. Just steps apart and under one deal. Get your combo ticket at AtlantaIcons.com. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the Trustdale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
This weekend,
complete closure of a stretch of I-285 on the west side.
285 construction begins.
You have to go I-20 eastbound onto the connector.
What could possibly go wrong?
Says other roads will see more congestion this weekend.
95.5 WSB has it covered for you.
To revitalize about 17 miles of 285.
How will you get around? What are your alternate routes?
You can't get any further than exit 5.
Tune in often throughout the day to the traffic reporters you trust. 95.5 WSB, how Atlanta gets there.
This is Scott Slade. Thinking about security? Most people stop at a video doorbell so you can watch a package get stolen after it happens. That's not protection. With Loud Security Systems, security means prevention. Add cameras around your home or business, door and window sensors that alert you when someone tries to get in. Monitored fire protection, water leak detection when you sleep or travel. Security is more than a video doorbell. Visit loudsecurity.com because it's time to get loud.
Loud Security Systems. Call 678. Get loud.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
Spring cleaning is here, and if you're hosting graduation parties or family get-togethers, now's the time to call Zerorez. Hey Atlanta, it's Patrick, owner of Zerorez. Get your carpets clean for just $35 a room. That's over 50% off. Plus, take an extra $50 off air duct cleaning. Just mention WSB. No soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals, just a deeper clean that lasts longer. Appointments are filling fast. Book now at ZeroResAtlanta.com. Zerorez, it's the right way to clean.
Avoid the headaches of a traditional home sale and move on your timeline with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. Selling your home can be overwhelming. That's why who you work with matters. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate can help you sell your home hassle-free without the stress of putting your home on the market. Trust them to sell your home fast and for top dollar. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
We're hiring at A1 Garage Doors. No experience? No problem. We provide full training, a brand new van, top-of-the-line tools, a gas card, and steady jobs with weekly pay. This isn't just a job. It's a career with real growth, great pay, and job security. Our team members go from training to 6 figures, and we're ready to help you do the same. Don't wait. Apply now at a1garage.com/careers.
A1garage.com. A1 from day one.
My wake-up call came 3 years ago. Like many of you out there, I was savoring some time with my parents. It's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. I remember we were preparing a meal, and I saw my dad struggling with a boiling pot on the stove. That was the moment I knew I had to get into action on the home care options for my parents. Have you seen some red flags recently with your folks? Like them struggling with day-to-day tasks, being a little confused, having trouble remembering to take their meds. If your aging parents are showing signs, but they want to age in place in the comfort of their homes, please Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta and request a consultative call. It's free and it's a crucial step towards your parents getting what they want and need, allowing you, the child, to do your role and just love them. Google Four Seasons Home Care. That's Four Seasons Home Care.
Giving your liver a spring cleaning is easy with Active Liver from New Nordic, the delicious daily detox that will keep you feeling your best. Search for Active Liver by New Nordic on Amazon or pick up some at your local CVS, Wegmans, or GNC.
Well, you know, it's going to take all our jobs and then cure cancer.
In what order?
It'll all be worth it. We're all going to AI is going to allow the poet in each of us to come out. You know,
can't wait. Everybody's a poet.
18-year-olds that don't have to worry about a career, or totally idle. It's going to be good for the society.
My parents were mean.
Or they'll just be, doing what young people do when they got time on their hands, which is like break windows downtown. It seems like the future's just full of fun. Let me put it that way. I don't do this very often, but I am going to read an article on the air. And
would you like a reading music?
Yeah, I was thinking we had article music.
No, I don't know.
That's nice.
Because it's not like a story. It's an update on the golden Trump phone. And this is a press rundown story, so they're always very brief.
I just saw a thing about this.
The golden Trump phone has been constantly delayed and will now not be made in the U.S. There's your headline. We have talked about this before, and I find it hilarious. Like, how much can Core MAGA take? It really is like that. Is it Animal House? Thank you, sir.
May I have another?
That's where Core MAGA is right now. That's where evangelicals are right now. It's thank you, sir. May I have another? On June 16th, 2025, Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump unveiled Trump Mobile, a new cell phone service touted as all-American at an event held at Trump Tower. The flagship product, the T1 phone, was announced with a price of $499, and approximately 600,000 customers reportedly placed $100 deposits for the device, which was scheduled for release in August 2025. However, nearly 9 months later, there has been no launch, and the Trump Mobile website has removed any specific release date. Initially set for summer 2025, the expected date has been postponed multiple times, with the website now lacking a definitive timeline. Additionally, the terms of the pre-order deposit have been revised. Stop there. I had to go back and read that a couple of times. The terms of the pre-order deposit have been revised. So the terms when you put the $100 down, those have been changed since then, clarifying that the deposit does not guarantee the purchase or availability of the device. Well, that's important. And Trump Mobile is not liable for delays due to supply chain issues or regulatory hurdles. So they went back. You had a pre-order sort of contract, and you paid, and then they changed the I don't even know that can't be legal.
No,
what within the four corners of your contract is
Yeah.
what you signed. If
Yeah.
they change it, then unless I guess it says in there like I can change this at any time.
Well, there may be that.
Probably
there
did.
may be that.
No
All
one
right,
looks
very,
at 'em.
Very
They
quickly.
got like 50 million.
I gotta finish
For
this
that.
before we get out of here. Initially, the Trump brothers emphasized that the T1 phone would be manufactured in the United States. However, this claim has since been retracted, and the company now describes its products as designed with American values in mind, leading to confusion regarding the actual production location. Experts note that the only American-made smartphone available at the time, the Liberty phone, retails for $2,000, raising questions about the feasibility. Real quick here. The T1 phone is advertised as a gold device featuring a... Anyway, you get the idea here. Core MAGA, how much more bootlicking, how much more taking the spanking and saying, thank you, sir, may I have another? Who's going to sue? Somebody's got to sue, right? That's what the Trumps would do. They'd sue. All right. Win 2 tickets to see Beck, his Ride Lonesome Tour, Thursday, October 30th at the Coca-Cola Roxy. Be caller number 10 to 404-872-0750. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. Chip Canales says there's a crash, unfortunately, on 20 on I-20 in West Atlanta.
And it's long delays in Fulton County right now. In West Atlanta, you got that crash, I-20 eastbound at Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard, exit 55. That's knocking out one left lane as you're making your way towards I-75-85. Those delays start around Holmes Drive, and it's long delays making it all the way over to the downtown area. What's that ride looking like in Georgia 400 leaving Dunwoody, Isabella Rodriguez?
We have progress for the drivers in Sandy Springs that crashed on Georgia 400 northbound at Northridge Road. It was blocking 2 left lanes, but it has just moved over to the right shoulder, and all lanes are back open. Traffic brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a Reliable Protection Plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Atlanta's best plumbers call Deep Dive. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We'll have your pipes working again. DeepDivePlumbing.com.
Let's be honest, selling a home the old-fashioned way feels a little outdated. You list, you wait, you clean the house 17 times a day, complete strangers walk through your bedroom and say things like, the lighting feels aggressive. Meanwhile, your dream home? Gone. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. That's why there's Orchard. Orchard gives you cash up front from your current home so you can buy your next place first. No awkward timing, no double moves, no living in a half-packed museum of fake candles and hidden laundry baskets. You move in, kick your feet up, and let Orchard handle the heavy lifting. They prep your old home, make smart upgrades, market it like pros, and help sell it for top dollar. Then comes payday number 2. That's right, cash when you buy, cash when you sell. Like your house finally decided to start pulling its weight. Ready to move smarter and maybe sleep better? Get your free home valuation today at Orchard.com.
Hi, it's Dale from TrustDale.com. I've trusted America's Best Choice for more than a decade for windows, doors, siding, decks, and roofing. Their exclusive 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, protects you if something goes wrong.
Thanks, Dale. At America's Best Choice, we deliver the best exterior solutions that provide long-term value for your home. Schedule your free in-home estimate now at abcwin.com. No pressure, no gimmicks. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top story, the Atlanta-based CDC calls its response to the cruise ship hantavirus outbreak textbook.
The CDC activated its emergency response here in Atlanta immediately. Currently, there are more than 100 staff working on the response. CDC's Dr. David Fitter says while the focus is on those cruise ship passengers who were exposed,
to the American public, please know we are here to protect your health. Based on current information, the risk to the general population remains low.
4 people in Georgia are being monitored, 2 at Emory and 2 at home. The incubation period is 42 days, so they'll continue monitoring through the middle of June. Sabrina Cupid, 95.5 WSB.
81 degrees in Atlanta. Will we see some rain tonight, and when does it reach 90? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. State lawmakers will return to the Capitol next month for a special session, which will have a major impact on voting here in Georgia. Governor Kemp's proclamation comes after a recent Supreme Court decision on Louisiana's voting maps.
The court has ruled we're following the law and the Constitution of what the Supreme Court just ruled on, and so we'll be redrawing our districts for the 2028 election.
Lawmakers will also address the state's compliance with a law to remove QR codes from ballots by July 1st. Brookhaven police arrest 2 people in connection with the sexual abuse of a child. 35-year-old Olga Zavala and 45-year-old Andreas Hernandez were arrested after officers responded to a report made to the child's school.
Police officers responded to a local school about an outcry made by a juvenile regarding allegations of sexual assault.
Lieutenant Carlos Nino with Brookhaven Police says both suspects face numerous charges, including trafficking, rape, child molestation, and cruelty to children. A peaceful ending to a potentially dangerous situation in Sandy Springs. It starts with a call to police from a woman at the Glen Lake Apartments.
Shortly after 8 a.m., we received a 911 call from a female victim indicating that her child's father 33-year-old Dennis Carter had assaulted her.
Sandy Springs Police Sergeant Giovanni Gomez says Carter barricaded himself inside his apartment. At one point, officers thought they heard gunshots, leading to an evacuation of nearby apartments. Police eventually get Carter to surrender. Former prominent South Carolina lawyer Alec Murdaugh has his murder convictions overturned. The South Carolina Supreme Court unanimously grants Murdaugh a new trial today. The justices say a county clerk improperly influenced the jury in Murdaugh's trial. Murdaugh was convicted in the killings of his wife and son in March of 2023. He admitted to stealing money and insurance fraud, but denies the murders of his wife and son in 2021. A Cobb County Sheriff's deputy jumps into action after a woman goes into labor while heading from Dallas to Kennestone Hospital.
Dekosha and James Chambers were trying to make their way through traffic after the expected mother's water broke. She says Sergeant Jamil Frazier was flagged down by her husband asking for an escort.
When he was talking to him at the window, I felt more coming out. So I'm like, y'all, figure it out.
Frazier turned on his lights and sirens and led them through congestion.
Once we were moving and whipping through traffic, I had hope.
She says giving birth to her son on his father's birthday is like a stamp of approval for naming him James Jr. Mary Ryan Howarth, 95.5 WSB.
Georgia fine arts students get good news when it comes to qualifying for a Hope Scholarship.
Georgia's Hope requires 4 vigorous courses in math, science, social studies, English, or foreign language. A new bill signed into Georgia law now allows kids who excel in music, dance, theater, or art to include arts classes of rigor in Hope Scholarship calculations. And there's more.
Now they get a 0.5 bump for any grade B, C, D, or E.
Georgia Music Educators Association President Andy Esserwine says it's a victory for students who are smart and talented. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
It is now 6:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. And triple team traffic begins with Chip Canales.
Got long delays out of West Atlanta due to a crash. I-20 eastbound at Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard, exit 55. That's blocking out one left lane. It was blocking all lanes right now, but they moved one of the crash vehicles off to the right shoulder. You still got a vehicle blocking one left lane and delays starting at Holmes Drive. Elsewhere over on the west side perimeter, a vehicle on fire on I-285 southbound the outer loop. That exit ramp to Langford Parkway, that's exit 5. It's going to close that exit ramp. That fire was extinguished, but you still got delays starting all the way back to Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. What about an update on that crash in Georgia 400 northbound leaving Dunwoody, Isabella Rodriguez?
In Sandy Springs, a crash on Georgia 400 northbound at Northridge Road has all lanes temporarily blocked, and that's causing delays, a slow ride back towards 285. Next report in less than 10 minutes from the TrustDale.com Traffic Center, Triple T Traffic 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear skies for the ride home this evening. A weak cold front will pass through around midnight. It may spark up an isolated rain shower or thunderstorm, then drying out for early tomorrow morning with lows in the mid-50s. Tomorrow afternoon, sunshine, breezy, and staying cool with a high of 76. The northwest wind gusting 25 miles per hour, dropping down to the upper 40s to low 50s for Friday morning. Then temperatures trending in the other direction. Friday afternoon's highs in the low 80s, reaching the mid-80s on Saturday and bouncing to a high of 90 degrees by Sunday.
Right now it's 79 in Noonan, 81 in Midtown Atlanta, and 75 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
It's Chris Chandler with Josh Brooker, owner of TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling.
It's our mission to make your home as comfortable and safe as possible.
So how do you take that comfort to the next level?
Easy online scheduling, friendly on-time technicians. When TE Certified is in your home, you'll be comfortable from the start to the finish. Our experts will fix it right so you can sit back and relax.
TE Certified, we love your home.
It's official. President Trump has endorsed Burt Jones for governor.
Burt Jones has been an incredible leader. This man has my complete and total endorsement, and I really want to see him win.
Burt Jones is a trusted Trump conservative who's leading the fight to end Georgia's state income tax.
He's going to make a great, great governor. You will be very happy, Georgia. Burt Jones has my complete and total endorsement.
Paid for by Burt Jones for Georgia.
Termites could be eating your home right now, and you'd never know. Get termite protection from Breda Pest Management, and your rate is locked in for 10 years.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Why does it matter that D. Geller & Son is Atlanta's first diamond wholesaler? Because we get first dibs. When diamonds come to Atlanta, they come to D. Geller & Son first. A bunch of diamonds that look the same on paper, but there's about 1 in every 10 that you can see from across the room. So we keep the good one, we pack the rest back up, and they go somewhere else, usually a big box store that's not quite as picky. That means the same color, same clarity, and same price gets you more brilliance, more sparkle, more bang for your diamond buck at D. Geller & Son in Kennesaw and Sandy Springs. Online at dgeller.com.
Spring cleaning is here, and if you're hosting graduation parties or family get-togethers, now's the time to call Zerorez. Hey Atlanta, it's Patrick, owner of Zerorez. Get your carpets clean for just $35 a room. That's over 50% off. Plus, take an extra $50 off air duct cleaning. Just mention WSB. No soap, no residue, no harsh chemicals, just a deeper clean that lasts longer. Appointments are filling fast. Book now at ZeroResAtlanta.com. Zerorez, it's the right way to clean.
What's your car worth? Find out now at JimEllisBuysCars.com, the safe and easy way to sell your car. Plus, Jim Ellis will beat any CarMax purchase offered by $500. Sell your car today, fast, easy, fair. For complete details, visit JimEllisBuysCars.com.
You can trust Steel Horse Law on the road and in the courtroom. Motorcycle injury lawyers who ride.
No hot water, running out halfway through your shower, or dealing with a leak that just won't stop. When plumbing problems hit, you need help fast. At Moncrief Ace Hardware Home Services, we bring helpful to the home with same-day water heater service and expert plumbing repairs. Our local plumbers arrive ready to diagnose the issue and fix it right the first time. Get comfort back and problems handled by Moncrief Ace Hardware Home Services. Local folks you can trust. Straight answers you can rely on. Powered by Ace Hardware. Get service today at MoncriefAir.com.
All right, congratulations to John Clark of McDonough. Won 2 tickets to see Beck's Ride Lonesome Tour Thursday, October 30th at the Coca-Cola Roxy. Tickets are on sale right now at Ticketmaster.com. So we got a couple of stories that have popped up that are kind of interesting, a little sort of related. The first one, which one did you put in?
I put the one in about Goop.
Yeah, so Goop, that's Gwyneth Paltrow's on goofy online service thing.
It's like a fashion brand, yeah.
Yeah, but that's where she has the hoo-ha candles.
Yes.
And all these kind of, it's all, it is that wellness thing kind of to the extreme. And so, a lot of rich white ladies get together and take retreats and give Gwyneth Paltrow thousands of dollars. She has these things. She has like it's like a whole weekend that happens. I don't know if they still do them, but
so it's a cult.
It's quasi, it's guruism.
Okay.
Maybe, but yeah, so she shows up and it's a whole weekend of wellness and retreat. I read a takedown on it like 6, 7, 8 years ago where you get there and it's kind of like, those, what was that, like that Willy Wonka thing that was someplace that people pay a bunch of money.
Yeah, that was just that guy. Yeah, in Scotland. Yeah, crap.
Yeah. And so there was like that kind of, everybody's getting there and they're all, how these type of, these women who, their husbands make a bunch of money and they feel like they're not getting anything done. So they want to be a part of something. And so they become part of the whole Goop thing. And then they get there and it's a complete letdown. And I guess she's supposed to show up. So I don't even know if they do those sort of retreats anymore. But it's really a way for a bunch of vendors to give Gwyneth Paltrow money so that they could be vendors at these things.
She's also got the Goop podcast. I didn't know about this. So it comes out every looks like twice a week.
Twice a week. She's not doing
That's
a
not enough.
podcast twice a week.
Oh, sorry, it's once a week rather. Excuse me.
Yeah,
I'm looking at it now.
She does like 10 at a time, and they space them out. I guarantee you, Gwyneth Paltrow's not sitting down once a week in a podcast. But so now she's layoffs because of AI.
Yeah, they're going to use AI to streamline things.
Yeah. Okay. To streamline things.
I don't know exactly that's what it said.
Which that's the latest thing. There's so many companies that are letting people go.
It's an excuse.
And using AI as
they
the
don't want to
excuse.
admit our company's not doing very well right now. And so, and a lot of these Goop not being that, like, you remember when Amazon started saying things like, AI, we got to let 10,000 people go. But also, they overhired during the pandemic because they thought that this was going to last forever, which was idiotic. And they had to let a bunch of people go and say, well, AI, that's the reason, AI. And so Bumble is the dating app that is the premise, the twist is that the women have to reach out first. The men cannot get in touch with the women. The women slide left, slide right, whatever, and then they have to reach out, make the first contact.
Yeah, both the man and the woman create a match. Once they're a match, the woman initiates the conversation.
And now they're in the news because they've decided to.
This is the
they go in AI. Okay,
yeah.
they're getting rid of the left and the right. Now we have to say that in reality, I think online dating is losing its steam anyway.
Yes,
right.
definitely.
So I mean, it's not like just Bumble's about to screw everything up or whatever. But I think people are exhausted with it. You know, it was a novelty, then it was a lifestyle, and now people are probably, obviously I've been with the same person for nearly 40 years, so I have no idea.
There are
but
less Tinderella stories.
I would
than there used to
imagine,
be.
right? Yeah, I imagine people just this old routine again, like. Oh, this guy's saying this, you know what I mean? There's probably a lot of fakers on there. So what is Bumble's new thing?
So their paid users are down 21% year over year from Q1 of last year.
How long would you pay to be on a dating site? I mean, you either meet somebody or you don't.
Well, because you get more matches if you pay.
Yeah, but dating sites.
I see.
There used to be alternatives to dating sites, and they got rid of them all. Craigslist had a dating thing.
Yeah,
and
it was full of prostitutes, wasn't it?
Well, no, they had a separate. They had a separate thing for that. But
okay.
they did have a dating thing on there, and there are other sites where you could meet and go on dates for free. But that was crushed by Match.com, which owns most of these.
Yes, that's another thing. It's consolidated into one thing.
Yeah.
And then let's ask the next question. Who owns Match.com? George Clark, are there any private equity or hedge fund people involved?
I bet there are.
If they own so many different things, a portfolio. The hedge fund people and the private equity people, they love a portfolio.
Yes, they do.
Of companies.
Well, what Bumble is doing now is their excuse for going to AI is like, you don't need to swipe left or swipe right anymore. You don't need to have the woman be the first one to initiate the conversation. Our AI is so good, their CEO says, that it will come up with a match for you. So they just got rid of the people behind the scenes. It's
Are these
now
the same algorithms that had the Waymo confused trying to get out of the SCAD parking lot when I was 5 people?
I got matched with a serial killer.
Yeah, five cars behind the Waymo trying to get, hey, we're humans. We know how to do this. Can you get out of the way?
Find me a 35-year-old woman who likes Rush.
Yes.
So the big consolidation group is Match Group Inc., and that's owned by a bunch of different people. The biggest shareholders being BlackRock.
There you go.
Ta-da!
Boy, I wonder why the quality went down. You know what?
They own all of them.
This AI nonsense, and right now it's nonsense. That doesn't mean that it's not going to turn into something, and something that could be helpful. I don't know. But look at it right now. In Utah, an awful lot of people who live in Utah don't want this 40,000-acre data center. That doesn't matter. You know who wants it? Rich people who buy the politicians. Everywhere, including Utah, because they just voted it in. 40,000 acres. We don't even have a customer base for this yet. And it's, give us all your electricity, all your water, all your money. It's absurd. And these companies are touting the AI algorithm. It knows so much more about human beings and who should be matched with whom than humans do. It's BS. It is BS. Right now, it's BS. Could it turn into something? I don't know. Hopefully, it won't crash the economy with a burst. Because if that bubble burst right now, I don't know what we would do. We're $40 trillion in debt. I don't think we could print money to get out of this one. And right now, AI is 44% of Wall Street success.
Yeah, it's a lot.
That's a hell of a leg to kick out from under the table. Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to distract you guys.
Were you just like yawning?
I think we need to, just because we've got a bigger break coming up, we've gone late a few times.
Okay, I got you.
Sorry.
Well, you're not distracting. You're doing your job. That's all right.
Appreciate it.
I shouldn't have smacked him around so
I
much.
know.
That was so mean of you.
I know. I feel bad about it.
You get better.
He's twitchy.
It's not 90s radio.
I know. Chip Canales says there are heavy delays on I-20 in West Atlanta.
That's right. Over in West Atlanta, still dealing with a crash. I-20 eastbound at Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard, exit 55. It's now blocking off one right lane right now. They had all lanes blocked, but they moved it all over to the right lane. Still blocking out one right lane as you're making your way towards the downtown connector 7585. Those delays are still stretched back to Holmes Drive. Elsewhere, leaving Dunwoody, still dealing with the crash on Georgia 400 northbound, just past Northridge Road, exit 6. That's blocking off one right lane as you're rolling into Roswell. Those brake lights are starting just before Abernathy Road. What about that ride heading into downtown, Isabella Rodriguez?
Your ride is still looking slow heading into the downtown Midtown area, of brake lights starting on 75 southbound on Northside Drive and on 85 southbound near the Georgia 400 merge. Those delays stay with you down past I-20. This report is sponsored by Whole's Food Market. Save on organics at Whole's Food Market. Get a 16-ounce container of organic strawberries for $4.79 each with Prime through April 26. While supplies last, shop in store or online. Terms apply. From the TrustSale.com Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic 95.5 WSB.
You know WSB gets you around Atlanta with our Triple Team Traffic.
Now we've got $1,000 to fuel your ride. It's WSB's A Grand for Gas.
Listen for the keyword at 8, 10, 12, 2, and 5.
You'll have 30 minutes to enter that keyword at WSBRadio.com or the WSB Radio app.
One lucky listener wins a grand for gas. Your next chance to win is tomorrow morning at 8.
WSB's A Grand for Gas.
From the station that gets you where you want to go. 95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's free gas station.
Wait! Before you change the station, listen to this.
1877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Donate your car at carsforkids.org. That's cars with a K. Pickup is quick and easy. You'll also get a vacation voucher and a tax deduction.
1877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Avoid the headaches of a traditional home sale and move on your timeline with a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. Selling your home can be overwhelming. That's why who you work with matters. My friends at Mark Spain Real Estate can help you sell your home hassle-free without the stress of putting your home on the market. Trust them to sell your home fast and for top dollar. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
This is Jonathan Geller at D. Geller & Son Jewelers, Atlanta's engagement ring and wedding band destination since 1939. Why? Hand-picked diamonds that just shine brighter at a value that can't be beat. An unbelievable selection of engagement rings and wedding bands. And because we've been jewelers for generations, we can bring your dream ring to life with full custom abilities. So when it's time for the next chapter, come see Atlanta's most trusted jeweler since 1939, D. Geller & Son, in Kennesaw and Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan. Injured? Dial pound law.
Morgan & Morgan Atlanta, 191 Peach Street, Atlanta, Georgia. Dial pound law. Prior results do not guarantee a similar outcome.
Discover the smartest way to own in Buckhead. Join us this Sunday from 12 to 3 for an open house at the new Panorama Buckhead Condominium Residences. Experience stunning new renovations, tour model homes, and discover condo purchase options with prices starting from the 300,000s. Sunday from 12 to 3, enjoy access to released condo inventory and new buyer incentives, available for a limited time. Don't miss your chance to unlock the smartest way to own in Buckhead. Visit panoramacondoatlanta.com.
The winds of change are blowing. Hi, it's meteorologist Glenn Burns. I'm not forecasting the weather. I'm just reporting North Georgia Replacement Windows has changed their name to NG Windows. They installed my beautiful Infinity by Marvin fiberglass windows, and now I enjoy more daylight and bigger views. Window and door shopping made simple at ngwindows.com.
Infinity by Marvin from NG Windows, yeah!
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm, A-rated by the Better Business Bureau. Their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $3 billion of tax debt for their clients. compliance. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460. 800-343-6460.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Hey, it's your buddy Shelley Winter here, co-host of The Car Guys with my good friend and brother, Kevin Deutsch, from Butler Lexus of South Atlanta. Whatever you want to know about buying, selling, leasing, or maintaining a vehicle, Kevin has your answers.
That's right, Shelley. For over 40 years, I've sold, leased, fixed, and financed pretty much every make and model. I've seen it all. If you have any car questions, we'll have the answers every Saturday at noon.
It's The Car Guys, Saturdays at noon on 95.5 WSB. Brought to you by Butler Lexus of South Atlanta.
So I just noticed for the first time online here, I saw a shot, where you see the entire procession getting off the plane in China. Is Melania not there?
I don't think she is. I'll double check.
Elon Musk. He brought Elon Musk. He brought
no chicks.
Why Elon? Oh, he brought that Ratner guy. Brett Ratner. Listen to this BS story. He's going to scout locations for Rush Hour 4. How long are they going to be there? What's he going to get in a car? I'll see you guys in 2 days. I'm going to drive around China looking for what BS. Everything's BS.
She's not with him.
That's odd, isn't it?
Wow.
That's odd.
12 CEOs joining him.
Yeah, what's this about?
The NVIDIA CEO, Jensen Huang, Tesla CEO, Apple
Surrender.
CEO, Tim Cook, BlackRock CEO, Larry Fink.
What?
A bunch.
Surrender.
Surrender?
Oh, yeah. Giving up.
I think they're going to try to pitch something.
Obviously.
But, but what? It's just odd.
One of the rumors is that we're going to start allowing Chinese EVs, and then they can build them here.
But why is Elon there then? He don't want that.
Or maybe in exchange for that, then he can sell the Tesla there.
I just want China to help us get the hell out of Iran. However you can help us get out of Iran, you can please do that. Because we're in a bit of a jam here.
Can we finish destroying them? You can have Taiwan.
Yeah, that's.
I don't think that's going to happen.
There's been a lot of talk about that, and then also a lot of people are speculating that Trump's going to come out with the 3 Bs. That being a
the
deal.
3 Bs.
Boobs, boobs, and more boobs.
Apparently,
we're back to liking boobs again. The days are there.
Love the boobs. Thank you, Sydney Sweeney.
Apparently, the 3 Bs are beans, beef, and Boeing. So we sell beef, soybeans, and Boeing aircraft.
We used to do this by having diplomats that would go with the president.
Right.
I don't remember stuff like this from the past. I don't. What is Elon Musk? What?
Maybe AI because it's so blossoming that maybe that's kind of what needs to be discussed.
I heard that China has cheap electricity. That's why they're doing so well with the. Also, they have a dictator, so it really doesn't. Well, so do we. The people of Utah apparently don't want this 40,000 acre
Thanks, Mr. Wonderful.
Data center, but they're getting it because the politicians have been bought and paid for.
They have tons of solar farms, more than we have.
I was talking to Shelley about this. I as a libertarian, I pushed back against this for a very long time, but it's become obvious to me that there's only one answer here. We have to get the money out of politics. It should just be federally funded. Everybody gets the same amount, and stations like us have to give some free time to some people, because they're not gonna care about the constituents and what they want. They're always going to care about the money they need to get reelected. It's so obvious, and I've been against that forever. I don't know. I don't even know if it's constitutional. So maybe it's not. Maybe there's no hope. But that would be the only hope. Is that Jeff Bezos cannot have more effect on an election than you or me or anyone else. But hey, that's a pipe dream. Probably never going to happen.
I'd love dreaming about pipe.
Yeah, I'm going to go home and dream about I thought you meant a real pipe. Then I was in the middle of it, and I realized that you had thrown a metaphor on the table.
I'm dreaming about the 3 Bs, boys.
Oh, yeah.
Sometimes they have 3.
All right. That music's telling us two things. Shut the hell up and get the hell out. And you know me, and all of us, we're good citizens, great patriots. You know what great patriots do? March, do what they're told, never talk back. That's what we are. We do what we're told. We're getting the hell out of here. Shelley Winter's up next. He's got a great radio show for you, as usual. We're going to come back tomorrow, 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us. But until then, continue on your journey. Don't piss off the genie.
656 in the TrustSale.com traffic center. If you're in Sandy Springs, we're still watching delays on Georgia 400 northbound at Northridge Road, where a right lane remains blocked, causing delays back towards 285. And on the west side perimeter, that earlier vehicle fire on 285 southbound on the exit to Langford Parkway has the exit to Langford Parkway blocked. This report is brought to you by Mark Spain Real Estate. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing. I'm Isabella Rodriguez, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Money Update. From WSB consumer expert Clark Howard. Sponsored by Reliable Heating and Air.
The other day, I had a pothole that just I thought was going to swallow up my car, and I was like, oh no. Fortunately, my rim and tire were okay, but potholes are not okay. And Waymo is going to do something to help you and me in a trial right now where, and when Waymos spot potholes, it then can inform local governments to fix the potholes. I mean, how cool is that?
Avoid the headaches of a traditional home sale and move on your timeline with the guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. No showings, no open houses, just a simple, stress-free way to sell your home. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today. That's markspain.com and start packing.
A ring is not just about how it looks today, it's about how it holds value over time. With competitive pricing, price matching, and strong trade-up and trade-in values, Solomon Brothers helps protect your decision long after the moment passes. Solomon Brothers Jewelers, the preferred jeweler of the Atlanta Braves. Helping Atlanta say I do since 1982. Book a private shopping appointment online.
My wake-up call came 3 years ago. Like many of you out there, I was savoring some time with my parents. It's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. I remember we were preparing a meal and I saw my dad struggling with a boiling pot on the stove. That was the moment I knew I had to get into action on the home care options for my parents.